Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Wave the Brush with me, your host, Kris, aka the Name Butcher, aka Hey You Get Off My Lawn, aka Kris, you're being creepy again. Wave the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the Wargaming lifestyle. We'll talk about painting, terrain, conversions, and everything under the sun. First time viewers, be warned, we do a lot of painting talk as well as a lot of what's under the sun, meaning no topics are barred. We'll talk about anything and everything. So, again, be warned. Of course, if you are attending live, you can ask your questions in the chat, as you will, as I'm both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And of course, if you're not able to attend live, you can submit your questions to Kris@wavethebrush.com. It is in the description below. If you're going to send pictures, send them as attachments in the email. Don't send them off as links to other sites because I won't do it. So please don't, please just, for God's sakes, I'm begging you, please don't do it. Of course, in the description below is also a link to wavethebrush.com, central hub of all this silliness, has links to all the social medias as well as Discord. Join us on Discord. It's a lot of fun. We keep the conversations rolling there 24/7, and just kind of like this show, it is pretty random and all over the place, but we have channels associated with all the randomness, so we try and keep it somewhat organized, but the monkeys are all over the place, so you know. But it's all good fun, and I only have one rule. It's my one rule. Don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick, and everybody gets along, you know? So don't be a dick, and I won't have to ban you. And in fact, I've had to ban, like I think 2 or 3 people for being dicks, but that was it. And so, and I had that Discord running for 2 years now? So, you know, knock on wood. It's good times. Also at wavethebrush.com is links for t-shirts. Want to get yourself a t-shirt? Right there. Oh. Look like a connoisseur of all that is good and holy in this world. They're wearing a Wave the Brush t-shirt. And of course, if you purchase yourself a shirt, send a picture of yourself in your shirt, and I will add it to the Monkey Shrine. And of course, I've also done a new design, What is Best in Life. I'm not wearing it today, but yeah, and it's, you know, it's a nice one. I only wore it the once. I gotta keep wearing that one again. But anyway, and yeah, so again, huge thank you to everybody who's been buying shirts, and of course, send a picture of yourself in your shirt tastefully, and I will add it to the Monkey Shrine. And of course, you'll find links for Patreon support. Today is kind of a fun day as I put out an announcement video that with the showcase of the Void Dragon. Oi, he's actually behind me right there. He's right there. I'm not going to grab him, but I'll show you the box because, you know, reasons. But anyway, the Void Dragon was released today from Games Workshop. I was granted the opportunity to paint, you know, get my hands on that early and paint it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I really wish I could have spent way more time on it, just because, you know, you can go all sorts of places with it. But again, you know, time. And plus I was filming it all because patrons get access to all the tutorials. We're trying this out for something completely different. We're trying this completely different thing out. Basically, I have done 7 videos, all around the 10-minute mark. Maybe some are 15. I can't remember. But 7 videos showing the major steps I took in painting this model. So if you're curious about how I went about painting it, that's how you're going to learn. Now, mind you, patrons get early access, but this video series will not conclude for the public until like early mid-November. So, you know, if you can't wait for the exciting conclusion, which is essentially a month away, you know, that's how you're going to find out, is by Patreon. So, you know, big thank you to everybody who does support. And of course, a huge thank you to, somebody just signed up to, just a little while ago. So a huge thank you to them as well. And everybody else who's signing up today and in the future. And, you know, I'm always appreciative of my patrons. And of course, there's varying perks per tier. So click whatever's, you know, makes sense to you. I was in my spiel here. What is it? Patreon, huge thank you. And of course, you're not able to support monetarily, i.e. money. You can thumb up the video, liking, following, subscribing, sharing the video. All those things help the video as well. And all it takes is a couple clicks of a button, and you're helping me out tremendously. Big thank you to Carl, aka Guymere Alpha, aka Beer and Blood Bowl. That's his YouTube channel. Check him out if you love yourself some beer and you love yourself some Blood Bowl. Beer and Blood Bowl is where it's at. We always take the time to thank Carl, even though he is no longer with us amongst the living. He's moved off to the spirit world. We always take the time to say thank you to Carl And we are always grateful to Carl for taking the time out of his busy day to create the email jingles that play before the email segment of the show. And so always much love to Carl. And of course, speaking of love, much love to my baby bro, Evan. EB Comics, that's his site. Check him out. It's in the description below. He has rare comics and such. And we always take time to thank Evan for creating the intro outro music that plays at the beginning and end of the show. And so always much love to my baby bro, Evan. I got another brother. I don't express enough love for him either, but he doesn't really, contribute. If he contributed, then, that just makes me sound like a jerk, doesn't it? No, I love all my brothers and sisters. I love them all equally. Holy shit, what the hell's that? Sir Peanut Butter, thanks for subscribing. Man, that scared the crap out of me. That changed. I don't know why that changed. I had it like the scary sound, but that was like, yeah, like that right there. See, John's following here. So see, people getting with the program. Oh no, close that. There we go. So big thank you. Big thank you. Where am I? I'm lost in these comments already. Who was that? It was Sir Peanut Butter subscribing with the Prime. Thank you, sir. And doing the monkey ears. Big thank you. And oh yeah, this one doesn't tell me the thingy. The thingy? Holy crap. Brother Otis subscribing. That music's kind of fun, isn't it? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Yeah, you should be able to hear it. It's kind of intense. Unlike this show, it's kind of, it's kind of intense. Just dun, 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 dun. Anywho, where am I in these comments here? Who's joining us today? I can see James of Kent. Afternoon, Kris. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Evan Belleau. Jeez Louise. Now who's that? Johnny's Chop Shop. Subscribing. Thank you, Johnny's Chop Shop. Jeez Louise. I think you guys are just doing this to me now. You guys are trying to interrupt my flow here. I'm trying to get a good flow going here, and you guys are throwing me off by all your love and support. I don't take the love and support very well. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't hugged enough as a kid, or no, I got plenty of hugs from my mom and dad. Mommy and daddy gave me plenty of hugs. I'm not insecure about that. Anyway, Ghost of Starman Deluxe. Monkey time, monkey time, monkey time, monkey time, monkey time, monkey time. Ebb and Flow, what's up, everybody? VG 1985, hey y'all monkeys. Hey, Johnny Chop Shop, good morning, Kris and Mookies. I'm getting a monkey. James of Kent, those dicks getting banned was ages ago. Time flies, I guess. Yeah, that was ages ago. Like, that was a long time ago, the last time we had to ban anybody. And I mean, like, I have two moderators, Twitchy Kranos and Grim, the man, the legend, the myth, Grimshaw? No, what is it? What is the full handle of that? Grim something? Grim Grawl? Grim? Anyway. Grim knows who the hell I'm talking about. Anyway. Yeah, unless they haven't told me that they've had to ban anybody, so I don't know. I'm terrible. Once I delegate something, it's like, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. So always big thank you to my moderators. James and Kent. That Void Dragon, I look at it and see nothing but my life disappear in removing mold lines. Oh, you know what? It wasn't that bad. It was pretty straightforward. The way GW kits have been lately, they're pretty good at hiding where mold lines would go. So anybody who's not that comfortable with removing mold lines, at least it's not too bad. You still have to do it. But mind you, though, the kit, really the bad mold lines are down the legs. The legs are a lot of mold, and you got to fill those in. Now, mind you, as long as you're using plastic cement and you apply a bit of pressure, you can squeeze that plastic. You know, when you squeeze them and you get that melted plastic kind of coming out, like busting out through the seam, do that deliberately. Just apply a bit of pressure. It doesn't have to be, a whole lot of consistent pressure. Just a little bit of pressure. Just get that seam to pop. Let that fully cure, and then you just clean it off. And that mold line is not even a thing. It's not even, that's the easiest way to do mold lines on plastic kits. The easiest. And I'm not sure why people don't do it all the time. Brother Otis 76. Hey Kris, it's been a long time. I've been jonesing for some fresh tips, and I got a huge dump this morning. Huge dump. Woohoo! Miss you, brother. Miss you too, man. Yeah. Again, the fresh tips. It's 7 parts. There might be 8. I probably will do an 8th video. It may or may not be a fresh tip for the public. It might be a fresh tip for the patrons. So I'm not sure. I'm going to take probably a day off. Just to get my my bearings again, because I still have 2 other paid projects to complete, so I've got to get on those. So Kris is a busy man. I can take a day off finally. I can take a day off. I'm gonna relax. And of course, I was being relatively secretive about completing this project, and of course I already informed the patrons early on that there wouldn't be any videos for 2 weeks for October. But now you're getting a full dump. Now, the big question is, for the patrons, is this the way you kind of like things? Like, would you guys rather I do an entire series, complete it, dump it all at once, or keep just, every week as I've been doing, like 2 or 3 every week? Let me know, patrons, what you guys think. My door is always open for the patrons, of course. Aaron Seach, howdy Kris and Monkey Brethren, happy Saturday. My town is crazy today. It's a good day to start to stay in and paint minis. What's everyone working on? What is everyone working on? We're going to try something a little different today as well. Basically, what I'm going to do is for a lot of people, they don't feel like, sending emails and stuff. It can be a hassle, I suppose. I don't know. I'm old school like that. An email, it's a nice message, right? It's a little letter, and you can, it's personalized, and But today I'm going to do. Basically we're going to peruse the hashtag Way of the Brush on Instagram. We're going to peruse it. So anybody who's been posting on Instagram, and there's quite a few. Anybody who's been posting on Instagram and using the hashtag Way of the Brush, we're going to take a peruse through today. We're going to take a peruse through. And I think there might be a regular occurrence in the show that we'll peruse Instagram and see what people are posting. Because that way, we don't have to go into a deep dive on it. If somebody wants a deeper dive on, their painting and things like that, I'll leave that to the emails. But the Instagram, just to show off the pretty colors and pretty models and conversions and, all of that stuff, right? Anybody who's using hashtag Way of the Brush, we'll showcase their work, of course. And I know there's quite a few of you guys that use the hashtag Way of the Brush. Where am I? Sir Peanut Butter Morning, Kris and Peeps Morning. David Vaughn, sup Kris and sup monkeys. Ghost of Starman Deluxe. That was a damn spooky noise, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know that, the music, because for whatever reason, the program I use, it updated like last week, and apparently it updated that sound because I didn't change that sound. So I don't know what's going to happen when I get a regular follower. It's probably going to just scream at me or something. I don't know. Aaron Seach. No, wait. Dark Commission. Hey up, Kris and Monkey Folk. Hey up, Dark Commission. Aaron Seach. I'm going to unsubscribe and resubscribe just to see my name pop up with that cool music. Please don't. Please. 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 Please don't. Oh, there we go. See, that's supposed to pop up earlier. Oh, I thought that was Aaron doing that. No, that's Mike. It's Mike. That's Mike farting around. Come on, Mike. Where am I here? Yeah, Chinese Shop. I'm just going through the thing here. Twitch Kranos, yeah. Rip Carl. Always. No, wait. Holy shit, Mike. You scared the shit out of me. Subscribe with Prime. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, Brother Otis. He used 100 bits. Cheer. See, I'm not that familiar with all this cheer and, stuff like that. I'm not that familiar with it. I know I should do more Twitch stuff. I've wanted to, but there has not been that much return on my time spent doing Twitch streams. I find that my time is better used creating the tutorials and videos, and doing the streams cuts into that time, right? And so realistically, I put it forth to you guys. Would you guys like to see me do more Twitch streams? Which means less work on videos or less frequency of videos? I don't know, but yeah. Dark Commission follows. Thank you, Dark. You know what? That thing just kind of quickly popped up and disappeared. I don't know what I just don't know. This technology is just freaking me out. TH, go, monkey power. Brother Otis, patrons rock. They do rock. David Vaughn, in 40k lore, are Primaris Marines bigger than orcs? That's interesting. I don't know. But because like they always describe the orcs being like the size of a man, but that's because they're hunched over. If they stood upright, they'd be much, much taller. And you see like the war bosses and stuff like that, they stand up straighter, right? And like they always describe the orcs kind of being more like gorilla-like, right? Like their hands are always close to the ground, and you know what I mean? Like they're more gorilla-like. And when they stand up straight, they're damn near twice as high as a man. So a Primaris Marine, I'd imagine, in a relaxed position, the Primaris is probably taller than the orc. But if the orc stood upright, he'd probably be taller than the Primaris. Jeez Louise. Valkyrie, thank you, Valkyrie, for following. Thank you. And scaring the crap out of me with my own stuff. I'm jittery as hell. I've already polished off a pot of coffee this morning, and I'm onto my tea now, so I got to even things out. Might have to do a bong rip later and even things out. Oh man, Brother Otis. Now I like having something to watch every week. I needed a Kris fix. Okay, so you're saying that you prefer the videos to be released like daily, weekly, as I've been doing it, rather than go dry for 2 weeks, and then bang, get 10 videos, right? Interesting. I'm not saying that this won't occur again, but I think you guys kind of get it. I don't know. I just was kind of curious because some people like the binge stuff, and some people, no, I like having periodically, right? But yeah. TH Kris, what's the best way to get the smoothest surface when gluing 2 parts of armor plate, and you want to get rid of that gap glue line? Well, if you're working with, again, as I mentioned, if you're working with styrene plastic, you want to use plastic cement, the ketone stuff, right? The acetone stuff. Because that's going to be the best adhesion, because basically that melts the plastic. It's like welding, right? It's like liquid weld, and it welds the plastic together. Now, you can use that to your advantage. As you apply the glue melts, you bond the parts, but then you apply a bit more pressure, and that typically will squeeze the excess plastic. Well, not excess, it's just it'll squeeze that plastic out a little bit, and it'll like like when you get like a peanut butter and jam sandwich and you squeeze the bread really hard and all the stuff comes squirting out. That's kind of like what happens. So then you apply that bit of pressure for a little while, not long, because you don't want to be constantly applying pressure, because it'll constantly keep mushing the plastic, right? You just want to apply a bit so it bows out a bit. Wait for it to cure, which is a couple hours typically. And then you come through with your cleaning tool and you just scrape that line down, and it's seamless. You won't even see a mold line. And it'll, that's really one of the best ways of doing it. Other than, which I have not tried myself, using like a slurry. Taking your liquid cement glue, throwing in chunks of styrene plastic, making a slurry from it because it melts it, right? Making a slurry from that, use that to fill gaps and such. And that's another way. I've seen others do it. I have not done it myself, but I've seen the results of it, and it's fantastic. I've seen it on a lot of Gundam kits, a lot of Gundam modelers use that particular technique to, get gaps, because, Gundams, the gap lines a lot of times are very, obvious, and, but like with GW kits, lately, in the last couple of years, they've been pretty good at the mold lines. Like on this new guy, the mold line, like where like he's got these parts, and there's there's the thickness of the plastic. The mold line was running inside of that, so it was actually very easy to clear that, even though it didn't obstruct assembly. So it was actually very easy and quite satisfying to assemble it, and relatively few gaps. Really, it was just the gaps that run down the sides of his legs. Those are the only ones that are kind of you got to deal with them. But it's not bad. Mike, so many noises. So many, I know. Congo, hey-o, hey-o. Brother Otis, cho-cho, choo-choo, choo-choo. Congo. I guess I got to start using the hashtag. Yeah, start using the hashtag, Congo. Everybody, start using the hashtag. Because I'm thinking I've been meaning to do this for a while, kind of showing, people's efforts and, offering a bit of, advice or anything like that. But otherwise, just kind of, hey, that's cool. It's a cool picture. And that's what Instagram, I mean, like for me, Instagram is just kind of scroll through. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, give it a like, that kind of stuff, right? So I don't oftentimes don't feel the need to, type out a long thing saying, oh, I really like this and you did this and I liked what you did here and I'm not too crazy with this. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't bother doing that kind of thing. If people really want my opinion, email me. If you really want my input on your painting and where you can, improve and, these kind of things, send me an email. That's really the best way because then I can do it here and I can take as much time and blabber on about it for as long as I want. Really, that's all this show is anybody who's new is just me flapping my gums for 2 hours. Man, I'm completely lost. Rogel Sean, hello. Mike, Twitch streaming can make you a lot of money, but you have to put a lot of effort into it to build a regular viewership. Yeah, and again, my time is divided between, making actual videos as opposed to streaming. If I was doing like more video games, which I don't, I'm actually I'm pretty kind of structured and regulated. Like I'm planning, I've already got it planned out. Tomorrow, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. I'm not doing fuck all. And I'm going to play some World of Tanks tomorrow. That's all I'm doing. And I'm not streaming it. I'm not even going to think about this social media crap and videos and stuff like that. I'm just going to chill out, zone out, and scream at people while I get killed driving around my tanks. Ghost Starman Dogs. Orcs seem to have a greater range of sizes than humans, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, yeah, because like the orcs, I mean, you have like everything from Snotlings, Gretchen, then the boys, and then you have knobs, war bosses, mega knob bosses. I don't know what, mega knobs. Anyway, but yeah. I mean, it's fantasy. I mean, like, you make up whatever you want for orcs, right? I mean, they could all be one size. It's just, the boys are always hunched over or, their boss is standing up straight. You know what I mean? Like, you can make up whatever reasons you want. It's fantasy. Dark Commission, don't know why I was unsubscribed. Must have been when I was housekeeping my subscriptions. James Kent, some orcs wear high heels purely for height reasons. Yeah, I'm sure that their orcs are very insecure about their height and their orkiness. I'm sure there are orcs who feel less orc than other orcs and compensate for their lack of orkiness. I'm sure. That sounds like a comedy bit, like a sketch, comedy sketch. The insecure orc. Brother Otis, you're gonna be peeing soon. I'm gonna be peeing soon. I'm gonna be peeing. Is that like European, and I'm a peeing? Daily, weekly wins for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. Brother Otis, and Brother Otis, you're probably one of the more vocal patrons. Yeah. I mean, unless of course you think Brother Otis is wrong and you're a patron, you can say no. I think he's wrong. I like the big dump. I like getting dumped on. Anybody ever watched movie 42 or 43? 42? I don't know. 43. Anyway, silly ass movie. Aaron Seach. I always seen orcs as being the size of Ogren, but just hunched over a bit. Yeah, well, like I said, like the way they always described orcs, and especially in the old artwork, like if you look at like first and second edition artwork of orcs, you see that they're very hunched over, like they're just kind of like, like gorillas and, walking on their hands kind of thing, right? Versus the orcs now, they are not quite as hunched over, So, I don't know. I don't know if there's any bit of lore that says right now, like how tall an orc is supposed to be. right? I imagine like they're probably on average supposed to be twice as big as a human. And Primaris Marine has got to be at least considered twice as big as a human, you know? So, I mean, a regular Space Marine, I think, was supposed to be considered twice as big as a human. So, I don't know. Congo. I think Primaris would be around the size of a regular knob. Orcs tend to call Space Marines Humi knobs in a few of the books, so Primaris being a bit taller than normal Marines. Interesting. Okay. Humi noobs? Umi noobs? Valkyrie. Man, my spelling sucks. BSD. Ha ha ha. Oh, sucks BSD? Or bad? Sucks bad. Sucks bad. Rogelshawn. The Indominus Outriders have annoying gaps. Had to break out the putty and as squeezing the bread and gooping the gap wasn't enough. Oh yeah, like right up on top of the where the bolters are. Yeah, that one I had. I thought I had it, and then I primed the model. I was like, oh, for frick's sake! And I was like, I could see like there was a little divot there, and I was like, screw it. I just left it, and I didn't. So anybody who's watched those videos of my painting of the Outrider, yeah, you'll see that gap. I filled it, but apparently I didn't fill it. So, but I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna keep going. No time. Got to get these things done. Got to get them done. Get them done. But yeah, now for gap filling, I have gone many directions, trying out various techniques, and I've done them for many years. As of late, I have gone back to green stuff. The Void Dragon, I use green stuff to gap fill it. To get a nice smooth, because on his form, I don't feel like grabbing it. I don't feel like moving my chair. But anyway, he on his actual body, he's got all the musculature, and you know what I mean. You have all these nice smooth forms going on, and then there's these gaps. And so I used green stuff, not liquid green stuff, but regular 2-part epoxy green stuff, right? And smooth that out right inside, and so used very like little strings, put them on, smooth them out, you know what I mean, and that yielded the best result. Because normally I would use like Vallejo modeling putty. I'm a big fan of Vallejo's modeling putty, but I don't know, it just felt like it was too much work, and I really didn't feel like sanding it, just because I didn't want to mar up the surface of the body. I didn't want to disrupt that. And so I went with, green stuff. But yeah, green stuff. If you know how you make green stuff nice and smooth, green stuff is probably the best way to go. For resin, pewter, plastic, and any combination of the three. Go Starman Deluxe. Nubs. Nabs. It's just fun to say. Nabs. Congo. Tank game. I play their ship game. Yeah, World of Warships. I played that one. Not too much. We got the 40K ships. We got the 40K ships for that. But we played that one every once in a while. It's fun. I'm still very noobish to it, so I haven't really done the warplane one. But I like tanks. Tanks is fun. And my German force, my German faction within World of Tanks, I have almost everything tier 10. I'm tier 9 right now on my light, and I have like a few of the specialty tanks, and I have like the tier 10 medium, tier 10 heavy, I have the tier 10 anti-tank, and I have the tier 10 artillery as well. And those are all grinds, straight up grinds. I don't know if I have any other nations tanks to tier 10, because we're slowly building up our Americans now. And my son Alex, he usually plays Americans. He likes playing the Americans. I like playing the Germans. I like the tanks. Whenever I want to go have a fun time and lose money, even winning a game, I lose money. I take my E100 out and blow shit up. Goes to Starman Deluxe. Do orcs even have the brain function to be insecure? Do they even? I would think not. Because being insecure about things is a condition for people who tend to overthink, right? Because if you don't think, right, people who just don't have that filter and don't think, tend to be perceived as being very confident and, you know, I'm trying to think of all these other things. They tend to be just kind of just, you know, viewed in this fashion, even though they probably don't view themselves in that fashion because they just don't think about it, right? So they don't, you know, but people who tend to overthink become insecure because then you're like, well, what am I doing here? Am I doing this wrong? No, well, wait, what did he say? I don't know. Was he making a joke or was he being an insult? Like, you know what I mean? And your brain is just cluttered up with all these thoughts, and then you're thinking about the thoughts, and then, you know what I mean? And you fall into these little feedback loops, and, you know, so that's why I always encourage people to not overthink, especially when you're painting, because that can stymie your efforts. And that's a fun word, stymie. Stymie. Oh, it's a stymie. Anyway, and, you know, it'll kill your productivity. So stop overthinking, just start doing it, and, you know, figure it out as you go, right? So if you're, you know, you want to, I want to make up my own color scheme. Well, what should I do? Should I do this? Oh, is this the right amount of color? Again, you're overthinking things. Just start slapping color down, whatever looks cool on the model, right? And if you like it, it looks cool. If you don't, you can always strip it, right? So, yeah. Aaron Seach, episode 318. Look at the knobs on her. Is there girl orcs? Are even orcs boys? I know everybody are usually, because they often call themselves the boys, right? So boys. But if they have no females, if there's no female orcs, would they call them boys? Right? If they were genderless, essentially, would they use that identifier, right? Or even the group identifier, right? Oh, it's the boys, right? But if they were genderless and there's no females, they wouldn't know what a boy was, because a boy is one side of a coin, right? And if the coin has no sides, it's, you know, it's a fourth dimensional coin or one dimensional coin, you know, it has, you know, it's only one thing. And yeah, hell, Bob, they're genderless if I recall right? So then why would they use the pronoun of boy, right? If they are in fact genderless, they wouldn't use boy. They wouldn't refer to each other as boys, right? They'd be, I don't know, guys and dudes. Lads. I have no idea. No, those are all male identifiers, designations. They wouldn't all refer to each other as it. I don't know. See, like, it's hard for us because we've operated for the most part on this, you know, male and female usage in our language, that if we were a culture that was, you know, genderless or what have you, we would have more words for those kinds of things, I guess, right? So it's a lacking within our own culture that we do not know how to express it. That's really what it is. It's the, I have no idea where. Old man Logan. Hello, Kris and the monkey. Hey, them are monkeys. Hey. Dark Commission. I'd like to see orcs in flip-flops, Bermuda shorts, Hawaiian shirts, and chrome sunglasses, clutching a pina colada, leaning on a poolside bar, checking out the babes. Again, I don't know if orcs would check out babes, because if they're genderless, then, you know, I mean, either they are not into babes, or they're into babes and dudes, right? They go both ways. I don't know. But if they're genderless, that means that they don't reproduce like that, right? Because typically they're often explained as being more closer to plants, right? Because they just kind of like spores and they just pop out of the ground kind of thing. So, you know, do they even have, you know, sexual thoughts, right? Probably not. And if an orc did, and everything was about fighting, I'd imagine sex is probably along the line, those similar lines. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Don't ask. Brother Otis, how do you make green stuff nice and smooth? Okay, well, green stuff nice. I've done a tutorial on this, and in fact, you're a patron. There's a video. in a patron only video on working with green stuff and making it nice and smooth. So just have to go back probably about a month, I think, maybe 2 months. I don't remember. But yeah, there is a patron video on it. A patron only video. Sam Potts at Kris, spelled my name wrong. This might have been explained, and sorry if I missed it. However, are you doing commission projects at this point of the pandemic? If so, what are the legalities? Ooh, the legalities. Commission projects. Okay, well, I am a commissioned artist. The commission I'm talking about, I have 2 projects on the go. One is for Mike, M-Hugh, Mick Hugh, excuse me. Is it Mick or Mac? Is it Mac Hugh? Mick Hugh? Anyway, helping him help design the aesthetic for his escape rooms. So it has nothing to do with miniature painting or at all. So it's actually just an artistic thing. The other one is actually for the channel and actually revolves around miniature painting, but it's a paid gig, and you'll find out in about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. Yeah, I've only got 2 weeks to get it done. So, but anyway, yeah. And now those are both paid gigs. As far as legalities, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, like taking a commission. Like if I was to take a commission and paint miniatures, you just send me them and I paint them and I send them back. But before you get your hopes up, I don't do commission painting. So, yeah, I don't do commission painting. I did it like 20 years ago. And no, I did it for long enough to know that I don't want to do it. And I did not enjoy it. And that kind of painting does not appeal to me. The repetition, doing, entire squads, all the same, do an entire army, 1,000 points, 2,000 points, whatever. That excites me in not even in the slightest, so no. Now, like we're doing a one-off project, to a high tabletop display type standard, the price would have to be right, and I would have to have complete creative control over what the piece looked like and what was involved. But then the price would reflect that. So, and for the most part, commission painting. I've expressed these views in the past in previous episodes. My feelings currently on commission painting is it's a sucker's game. It's a sucker's game, mainly because everybody undercuts each other, and there is no consistency in pricing or in what people are actually paying for, right? Standards are not the same. There's no standardized metric for what is a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, whatever, right? It's not standardized in any way, shape, or form, and pricing is that way as well. And because of all these wide variances in it all, people undercut each other and lowball each other, and artists work for peanuts, essentially, and are essentially exploited. Commission artists in miniature painting, by far and large, are exploited. Yes, they are. And so, like I said, it's a sucker's game. It's a sucker's game. I wouldn't do it again. If you see me doing commission painting, something's gone horribly wrong in my life. But, now, not to say that I won't end up there, but something's gone horribly wrong in my life that I needed to take up commission painting again. So, yeah, until those things are resolved and that there is a standardized metric for what painting levels are that people can pay for, until people are willing to pay what artists are worth, even at living wage. I mean, people don't pay those prices. So, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth commission painting. Is not worth it. And in fact, all commission painters should stop right now. Stop. And change their rates. Everybody get together. Fix the prices. across the entire planet. Yes, I realize. It's a big undertaking, I realize, but yeah. People will pay it because if everybody's got to pay the same rate, then everybody will be paying those rates, right? If nobody can find an artist to pay less than what the standard is, then everybody can make a living wage and everybody can actually make a serious go of it. But until we get to that time, I can't take it seriously, and I won't take it seriously. So, yeah. Man, I don't even know where the hell I am again. James Kent, if there are no female orcs, who does the washing up? Are you not familiar with orcs? Nobody washes up. They're filthy. They're filthy. And also, that's sexist. Brother Otis, I don't think there are any lady orcs. Aren't orcs grown in like fungus cabbage patch or something like that? Yeah, as far as I understood it, yeah, like they're a fungus. That's why they got to burn battlefields that are like infested with orcs, because you can kill all the orcs. All their bodies rot on the ground. It feeds spores into the ground, and then you've got like a dozen more orcs springing out of it, right? So, again, it's make-believe. It's whatever crazy logic you want to make up for it. James Kemp, don't read my last one out in case my wife hears. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's sexist, dude. So you get punched out. At the very least, you're going to get a rolling pin upside the head. See, that one was sexist as well. Aaron Cease, just imagine an orc in therapy talking to an orc psychiatrist. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. An orc with like doing an orky Woody Allen type voice. Hail Bob, I think the boy thing is a holdover because orcs were themed after like football hooligans or something. Yeah, sure, right? And they all, in that vein, they refer to each other like lads and boys and, what have you, right? But yeah, if you get really into the nitty gritty of it and start thinking about it logically, yeah, if they are asexual, they don't have a gender, then yeah, what would they call each other? Because, they could just as easily call themselves gals as they could boys or guys, right? So come on, boys. Come on, girls. You know what I mean? Like both could be used, if that were the case. Or something else, right? Oh, man. Need some tea. Getting dry. All this gum flapping. What time are we at here? Holy cramoles. We're already at 1:45. Jeez Louise. And I'm only sticking to the full 120 minutes today because I'm starting my weekend. I'm gonna actually, like I said, I'm taking tomorrow off. So don't bug me with anything, people. Don't bug me. Don't email me. Don't do nothing. Don't even talk to me. Don't even pretend you even know me. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, no, go ahead. Feel free to email me. Dark Commission, you can tell the female orcs because they got lipstick. Sexy. Sexy orcs, yeah. Whenever you're picturing the sexy orc, immediately my thought goes to Gremlins, the second Gremlin movie with the female Gremlin. It's just like it's like, oh my god, oh no, and then you're like, oh. Oh, I'm into it. Let's do it. Let's do this before I change my mind. David Vaughn, LOL, that would be fun to watch. Yeah. Hail Bob. They would be checking out the fights at the vacation hotel bar if they were, to be honest, yeah. David Vaughn, orcs go both ways. What kind of 40K is this channel into? LOL. What kind of 40K is this channel into? Dude, come on. I have talked about this kind of stuff many times. Many times. One of the controversial ones I've seen a lot on Twitter, and I've been seeing around the interwebs and stuff. I don't bother chiming in because I just don't bother. Is everybody seems to want female space marines and arguing over whether or not you can have female space marines. And it's really ridiculous, first of all, because A, this is made up bullshit. So yeah, there totally could be female space marines. Why not? And like when the Sisters of Battle when they were getting re-released, right, and they're getting their new plastic kits, before they had released any of the teasers for that stuff, like I had seen somebody who'd done a conversion. Now, I'm not a big fan of Sisters of Battle, just from a purely aesthetics standpoint. I think they are kind of ridiculous. The corset and boobs pushing up with the fleur-de-lis right on the nipples, and they're just covered in fleur-de-lis, and you know what I mean, like, and they wear high heel army boots, and you know what I mean, like they're just overall ridiculous in my opinion. Sisters of Battles are ridiculous. The aesthetic is ridiculous. Now it's a throwback to the original days of what they look like, and okay, that gets some extra points back for sticking with the theme established 30 years ago. Sure, no problem. I'm not saying the line should be canceled or removed or anything like that. I mean, it's just not for me. You into it? Go right ahead, indulge. You want to paint up a whole army of them? You want to collect them? By all means, do it. Don't listen to me. I'm not into it, and I'm very unlikely to purchase any. But anyway, I had seen somebody had done a conversion of a Age of Sigmarite Stormcast Eternal, one of the female knights, but put the Sister of Battle head and bolter and everything like that, and I thought that looked really kick-ass, and I was like, that's how a Sister of Battle should look. If you're going to have a legitimate, and you have to have a female aesthetic to the warrior, I liked that. It was much cleaner, simpler. It allows for much more individual interpretation as far as color schemes are concerned, because there's a lot more blank space on the surface, as opposed to the way Sisters of Battle designed now, where they're just covered in these fleur-de-lis and buttons and studs and all these things. Like, it's really kind of S&M kind of stuff, really. And that's not how I would envision a battle nun, which is essentially what she is. She's a battle nun, just like Space Marines are battle monks. And it's not how I envisioned them. And, I like the idea of the much more brutal kind of big armor, because their armor is powered armor. It says, well, the lore at least used to say they wear powered armor, which is what Space Marines wear. And, their armor should reflect that. And it doesn't. Their armor aesthetically, visually, does not read to me the same armor save as a Space Marine. Right? You don't look at the two and go, oh yeah, that level of protection, that makes sense. Here's a big giant ass Space Marine wearing big fuck off armor. And then here's this female character wearing high heel boots and a corset with her boobs popping out, and you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So no, they should have, once I saw that Stormcast Eternal, and it was the female one, right, where it's just kind of like a big plain area for like breasts, so it was obviously identifiable as a female, because that's important apparently. That with the Sister Battle helmet, and it had the flamethrower and everything like that, it was converted out. It was, everything else was the Stormcast, but had all those Sister Battle elements on it. I thought that was perfect. And something like that would have been perfect for everybody out there who wants to make up their own order, right? That's what they're called, orders. The different chapters for Sisters Battle. Anyway, that would have been the best way. In my opinion, that would have been the way to go about it. Realistically, though, a female in powered armor, like if you just took a Primaris Marine and put a female head on it, that would fit. Because the armor doesn't need breasts. Because like when you look at soldiers today, female and male standing next to each other wearing the same battle gear, you can't tell one from the other, especially if they're the same height. You can't tell which one's male, which one's female, because they're dressed the same. Because the armor fits the same way, right? It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, where was I? Dave62702. Would humans still use a gender to describe an orc the same way as, say, she when referring to a ship? Yeah, like referring to a ship in the female, like that's, yeah, I don't know how that starts, when that started, like, you know, but it's just one of those things. But I mean, like, we live in this world of male female. Our language is full of male female, you know, so realistically, a culture that developed with no sexes, no genders, their language would reflect that. They would not have he, she in the language, right? So, yeah. Aaron Seach, commission painting is bullshit. I'll never do it again. No. Brother Otis, episode 318, it's a sucker's game. Paul Knox, there he is. I find I always paint better for other people, but they're just gifts. I think I push myself more and try other things when I know the mini is not mine. Sure. And I mean, like, I'm not saying that, painting for others because you enjoy it, because it's a gift and it was a favor, whatever. I'm not saying you can't do that or you shouldn't do that by all means. It's for friends. So, it's community building. It's, it's what friends do, right? But when you are painting up projects, even just simple projects, you're just doing a base coat on everything, right? You're assembling and base coating everything. That's it. No shade wash, no nothing, right? And you're not paying, you're not being paid an appropriate amount of money, i.e. what your time is worth. You're a fool. You're a fool. You are a fool. And you should stop being a fool. Hail Bob. That or some evil Dr. Man who wants to take over the world gave him $1 million to paint Calgar. Yeah, somebody pays me $1 million to paint Calgar. I'd do that in a second. I would do that until I was done with no sleep. $1 million to paint Calgar? Sure. Easy. That's not even a choice. That's not even a choice. But somebody said, I'll pay you $50. No thanks. $100? No. Mike Grimshaw, I thought the OnlyFans was so you wouldn't have to commission paint. That is what the OnlyFans is for. You guys laugh, but one day you might see my mug on OnlyFans. I was going to say something, but I'm not. Paul Knox. Artists have a bad time. Every small 40k YouTuber uses the black and white art disharmonia does and never credits her. Disharmonia. Every small 40k YouTuber uses the black and white art disharmonia does and never credits her. I don't know what any of that means, Paul. I don't know what you mean by that. You have to show me what you're talking about. Send me an email or something. Don't have to post it here. I mean, you can send me an email. That way I can give it its proper time. Johnny's Chap Shap. The bar in my house is full of female orcs. Change my mind. Sure. Go right ahead. They're your orcs. The bar in your house is full of female orcs. Change your mind? No, I wouldn't bother changing your mind. Because those are your models in your house. You bought them. They're yours. If they're female, okay, so be it. Enjoy. Relish in the glory that is your orc army. DCHS Knight. It could be a case of hearing an enemy army say it, and then they just took it. What? Oh, like for the orcs saying boys? Sure. I mean, again, you can make up whatever this is made up stuff. You can make up whatever reasons you want. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be calling each other boys, but if you want to be very logical about it, they really realistically wouldn't use boys. They're unlikely, I should say. not that they wouldn't. It's not that it's impossible. Nothing's impossible. Everything's degrees of improbability. So them using boys is improbable in the likelihood that there is no genders amongst them. Because they can just as easily refer to everything in a female way as they could a male way, as how we view it. But see, it's in our language all over this planet that we have male and masculine and feminine versions of words, right? The way we spell things, the way words we use. There are masculine and feminine versions in many languages, including English. So it's in the language, in the culture, because we are a society that has a male and a female, right? So orcs, who are apparently without gender, their culture would develop however primitive way you want to look at it and made up way. They are very unlikely to have developed a word that was male or female. They most likely would refer to each other in a different way. Could they refer to each other as boys? Sure, why not? They could just as easily refer to each other as girls. Right? Why not? That's my point. And it's made up stuff. So it's whatever you want to imagine. It's whatever you want to imagine. This is all made up stuff. This is all completely made up. Citing this or that, why it would occur, is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Because it's made up. And ultimately, it is Games Workshop's property. If they retcon it so that it is one way or the other, too bad. It's their property. They can do whatever they want. It's theirs. Where am I? I have no idea. No idea. Dave, Monkey Riot over a non-2-hour plus Way of the Brush. Started Monkey Riot because if I don't do a 2-hour show, which I normally do anyway, but this show started off being an hour. Somehow it went to 2 hours, and then these days it's sometimes going to be 3 hour plus. How we manage that, I have no idea, but that's probably because I talk too damn much, probably. Old Man Logan, we'll see. Keep flapping your gums as you do. It'll be over 30 minutes easy. I know, and if I go off on a rant, I know I can typically, talk some shit basically at that point, just ranting. It's just rants. Dark Commission, I swapped my female Space Marines for horse riding lessons. Now I have blisters. Now I have blisters of saddle. Blisters of saddle. I don't get it. I swapped on my female Space Marines for horse riding lessons. Now I have blisters of saddle. Are you high? I realize it's like the end of the day for you, Commission, but are you high? I don't get it. Paul thought it was funny, but you guys are both in the UK, so it's got to be an English thing. I'm just gonna say it's an English thing. Farseer, Hope Norn Queen Alexis will not sing your how you talk about Sisters of Battle. Alexis, I like Alexis. She's fine. No, we don't have no beef. Although me dissing her battle sisters, yeah, I might get a punch in the nose. But I'm sure she talks shit about Eldar, so I take great offense to that. Everybody's so offended these days. Dave, we need some Confederate dollars that are in bad shape. They are dirt cheap. I'm sure a million would not be that much. Oh, to pay the $1 million to get a fucking, what was it? Calguard being done? I don't know. Hail Bob, I wanted to make a Greek Space Marine kill team where it was all the small Space Marines had Storm Shield and Power Spear or Sword. And then only the Primaris Sergeant or Captain was Athena or something. That'd be cool. Night Lord Raptors with Escher heads would be cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, do that. Or now are there Night Lord Raptors proper? Like, chapter specific? Or are you talking about like Horse Heresy? Is there Night Lord Raptors? But yeah, he did like a head swap and they all had Escher heads. That'd be freaking cool. Do that. Hale, aren't you already working on the G.I. Joe Marine or G.I. Joe Scions? Making all these projects for yourself, bud. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap, man. Just make a note. Just make a note. And then store it away. And let that idea bubble in the back of your brain. Bubble like a tumor. let it bubble in the back of your brain like a tumor. If that were the case, man, I'd be full of tumors. I'd have like this giant egghead shaped thing going on in my head, pulsing with tumors. Fuck, I don't know what I'm talking about. Paul, she's called Veronica, but her artist name is Disharmonia. If you Google Disharmonia sometime, you'll see so many pics you utilize or recognize. Haha. I'm not gonna search it. That's why I said send me an email. Just send me an email. Just send me a link of what the artwork you're talking about. And then maybe I'll see it and I'll go, oh, okay, yeah, I see how so many people are ripping her off. In which case, down with those hacks. Hacks. They're all hacks. Hacks. Not hacks like they can hack, but hacks like they can't hack. You know? Like when you get a bad comedian or whatever and they're a hack, right? Well, it's the same thing with, people who, artists who, utilize other artists' artwork without, credit and, compensation and what have you, right? So, yeah. Now, mind you, I'm not free of that. I've done it once or twice, but I didn't really think that. I used like a portion of something, one time. But anyway, James Kent, I like that female raptor idea. There may be a new item on the planned project list. Yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Halebop, I'm pretty sure, isn't it Halebop? You were going to do the G.I. Joe Space Marines? Or G.I. Joe Kill Team? Was it? No, Scions. Shit. Or was that somebody else? I can't remember. David Brunfield. Oh, you're talking about Farce here. David Brunfield. Let's get him ranting. Kris, rumor is that Eldar are being squatted as of tomorrow. Bullshit. Didn't you just watch that animated segment they just showcased today on their channel? It had Eldar in it. They're not squatting Eldar. There's new stuff for Eldar coming out. And honestly, if GW was re-releasing Eldar and doing updated kits and getting the line updated, if I was a part of it, or if I had some sort of secret knowledge of whatever, I doubt, honestly, and I hope Games Workshop not watching this right now, but I hope if that's the case, it happens sometime soon. I don't know if I can keep my mouth shut, but don't nobody tell Games Workshop that I said that, because then they won't. I won't get included in it, and I want to be included in a new update for Eldar. So, because I would be annoying. It'd be daily spam, hourly spam with things Eldar, all things Eldar. My game room, I have two nice big. I'm gonna get all like Warhammer art sells big prints of like art pieces, and I recently picked up the 3rd edition Codex cover and what is it? Which edition is that? Oh, the 5th edition or 6th edition, the one with the Farseer and the lightning's coming out of his hand. I've got those two pieces on my wall right now. I'm gonna get the 2nd edition. I'm gonna get that in the big print. And I'm going to get the 4th edition, the one with you could see like the Eldar buildings in the background, and it's like the striking scorpions, and you can see an Autarch in the middle kind of thing. I like that piece. That's one of my favorite pieces, by the way. But yeah, those are the next two pieces I'm going to get from Warhammer Art, and they'll go up in my other studio space. And yeah, I've been buying all this art because it's kick-ass, and I'm letting them know with my dollar what I want to see happen. So, like I always say, we vote with our dollar. Well, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I am. I want them, and I tweet it out every once in a while too. Like they should produce more of the old school art, because that's the classic art. That's the art. You know what I mean? Like all the Blanche, Wayne England, Gallagher, Gibbons, all those great artists from way back in the day, they should totally release all that stuff, man, because so much of it was great. I'm saying great. Where the hell am I don't know. Ebb and flow. Sex refers to physical trait. Gender refers to individual versus societal perception of traits attributed to sex. I'm just a sociology teacher. What do I know? Okay, well, excuse me. Sex. Okay, excuse me. I shouldn't be saying gender then. Sex. The sex. I was going to make a joke there somewhere, but I can't quite pinpoint it. But there's a sex there. It would be a sex joke. It would be a sex joke. Dark Commission, episode 318. Kris can't rhyme or do puns. Fact. Oh. Is that what that was? I swapped my female Space Marines for horse riding lessons. Now I have blisters of saddle. No, that still doesn't sound funny to me at all. And that's a rhyme? Horse riding lessons and blisters of saddle. That's not a rhyme. Are you high? See? The country spawned the language, yet nobody fucking speaks it. Aaron Siege, Kris, on your day off, check out Star Wars Squadron. I did. Alex bought it. It's pretty cool. It's a little out of my league. I definitely would love to try it on VR. But yeah. Reminds me a lot of TIE Fighter from back in the day. Yeah. Dogfighting with X-Wings and TIE Fighters, and what's not to like. Yeah, exactly. I like the fact that you can you can switch where your power goes. I like that. That's pretty cool. Hail Bop, yeah, but I got all this time. I'll do it when the Scion Joe is done. Yeah. That'd be cool, though. Night Lords, Raptors with Escher heads. That'd be cool. Because, you get some of the really screamy faces. I think almost all the Escher faces are screamy faces. They're all very aggressive looking faces on them, which is very cool, yeah, that'd make good Night Lords. Especially if you made them, really, really pale skin with, I don't know, whatever color hairs you want. And then, of course, you get, the idea of, darkened eyes. Like if they had, just sunken kind of eyes. Or even, blood splatters on their faces or blood dripping from their mouths. Or, just go for the full scariness, right? These are just murderous demons attacking people. Paul Knox, I'll email you. Yeah, please do. Please do. Please do. Rogel Sean, Sisters of Battle, Blisters of Saddle. Oh, yeah. See that now? That kind of rhyming, I understand the Barney Rubble Trouble thing, right? We're in Rubble, or we're in Barney. Okay, that I can't remember what the hell that's called. But now I understand. I get it. It's still not funny. Sisters of Battle, Blisters of Saddle. I get it. He swapped his models for a sore arse, and it rhymes. Yeah, that doesn't rhyme. All right, the Sisters of Battle and Blisters of Saddle rhyme, but the rhyme without the pre-established rhyming, it doesn't rhyme. It's like if I said, I'm walking my dog, but then I had a cat. But cat rhymes. Cat rhymes with what? Doesn't rhyme with fuck all. It doesn't rhyme. Dog. It's got to rhyme with dog. So it's smog. Log. You know what I mean? That's a rhyme. Again, country spawned the language. Doesn't seem to speak it. David Runfell, this vid is just to get you off the trail. Off the trail. Get me off. What? David? It's not that kind of show, bud. Farseer. Inreal? He's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. I love, was it Hellboy, the second one in the Golden Army? I said, oh, thank you, little boy. I'm not a boy. Or not, thank you, little baby. I'm not a baby. I'm a tumor. Jabba's Left Nut, I'm surprised GW include you in anything after last year when you called their paint handles butt plugs at Christmas. I had a whole video in mind. I never filmed it. I had a whole video. I may still yet film it just for giggle's sake. But yeah. And I even, on the Instagram, on my Instagram, I also have one of the handles, and it says for rectal use only. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised they include me in anything. I'm surprised anybody includes me in anything. Because I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I'm a bit of an asshole. just, some of you might not be catching that. Voice of the Emperor. You're correct. There's nothing stopping GW changing anything. I feel, however, most people get annoyed when people accuse them of racism, sexism, when they voice the opinion they don't want those to changes. The people accuse them of racism or sexism when they voice the opinion they don't want those changes. When GW doesn't want the changes, or when people don't want the changes? Which one are we talking about? Or both. Yeah. Well, I mean, and change is inevitable. And, I mean, anybody complaining about GW making changes to lore, things of that nature, stuff like that, they have their heads up their asses anyway, because Warhammer 40,000, just one half of what they produce, right? That's changed many, many times since Rogue Trader. And it changes as times change. The game itself, the lore, the background, it's different. It's not exactly the same. Even like the lore of, like, for example, Eldar, Necrons is a big one for me. When I was first introduced to Necrons, I really liked them. They were very scary zombie robot thingies. It was like Terminator 2 kind of thing, right? It's like these robots all walk around, kill all humans kind of thing. And then they became these maniacal madmen. The leaders are all crazy and insane, and it's an insane asylum, and the Satan gods aren't really gods anymore. They're shards and fragments, and whatever. I kind of liked the old version. I liked it when there was more mystery in their lore than explaining everything away. I like when there's mystery, because then it gives people things to talk about. If they explain everything, there's nothing to talk about other than arguing over the minutia, which doesn't matter. So what the fuck, right? But when there's mystery and it's completely wide open to interpretation, well, yeah, you can, speculate until you're blue in the face with each other. Well, what if it's this? What if it's that? Oh, what if it's here? What if no? Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't consider that. What about this clue? And this, what does this mean? What is that? It keeps people talking. Mysteries keep people talking. But when you explain everything away, people just argue over the details. No, because on page 3 it says this. Oh, in this paragraph, subsection, you know what I mean? Like, holy fuck. What? No. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Yeah, Brother Otis, Sisters of Battle, Blisters of Saddle, swap the E's, S's and B's. Yeah, I got it. I get it. I can't remember what that's called. The English where they swap that around. There's a term for it, I know, but I'm not up on my British. Mike, I've got the VR headset and a HOTAS if you want to try squadrons like that. And maybe sometime. Brother Otis, episode 318. I was walking my dog, then I had a cat. Yeah. Right? But you should have ended it with, and it rhymes with cat. Like, what? What is he even fucking talking about? I don't know. Anyway. Rogel Sean, as long as it's not a demo. It's not a demo. I don't know what we're talking about. Heretic Scott, hey monkeys, busy day today, but now I can start work on my Plague Lord. Cool. And in fact, speaking of Heretic Scott, I'll be doing your email shortly. What time are we at? Holy moly, it's already 1:15. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to jump over to the Instagram side of things because let's have a peruse through. I don't think I've ever done this before on the show. And so, yeah. Farseer Idrenel. Sorry, I thought you were talking about MWG. My bad. What? Thought I was talking about MWG. What? What? I don't know what we're talking about there. Dark Commission. Spoonerism. Nearly. Spoonerism? That's what that's called? Spoonerism? That's not the word I heard. Spoonerism? Or maybe it is. I don't know. I thought it was something else. James Kent. Mollypropism is the switching letters thing. Oh, Rogue Sean, the butt plug video, promo video. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, the butt plug promo video. It wasn't going to be a promo video. It was just going to be a goofy video because I haven't done any kind of like short story type of silly videos like, sort of created in the day. Did a bit more of that kind of stuff when working with mini wargaming and stuff, but not a lot of that on my end. Usually because all my silliness ends up usually just coming out during the show. And yeah. And so I had something in mind. It would be like a quick 3 or 4 minute video, but yeah, it definitely would involve butt plugs. Butt plugs are definitely in play. We don't discriminate against butt plugs. I shouldn't say we. I mean, I. Dark Commission, episode 318. How to kill the best spontaneous joke you're likely to hear this month. True. I mean, that was good, I guess. I mean, yeah, like the blister of the saddle, sisters of battle. Okay, I get that. But again, that's a cultural thing. I mean, I could make cultural jokes and you guys wouldn't get them. And you'd be like, I don't get it. He's talking gibberish now. And, it's cultural things. I'm sure that, everybody who's in the culture obviously found it hilarious. But do I feel like my loss? No, not really. Do I feel left out? Maybe a tinge. But do I feel bad about it? No, not at all. Will I be laying awake at night thinking, oh, damn, I wish John would just explain that joke a little bit better, or, use this or that, But no, I'm not too concerned about it. Voice of the Emperor. I meant when people voice the opinion they like things the way they are, then they get attacked by Twitter mobs and the like. Yeah, change is inevitable. Let's try to be excellent to each other. Sure. Well, always. I mean, always being excellent to each other is always a key factor. But I mean, when people want change or don't want change, okay, you don't want change, fine, But when people are complaining about things that they want things to be a certain way, and they're talking about changing something, then they talk about when the change occurs and they don't like it because it didn't go their way because they felt that they were entitled to it, right? So, that's where I'm kind of like, just sit down and shut up, go for the ride. Dark Commission. Malapropism. Malapropism? Is that how you pronounce that word? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that word right. No def, nearly a spoonerism. Spoonerism? Hey, it's the material I was given. Okay. Change horse riding lessons for moose riding lessons and you're good to go. So moose riding lessons and blisters and saddle. You don't first of all, you don't ride a saddle when you ride a moose. So again, it's a cultural thing. Everybody who was riding a moose, have you ever seen them on a saddle? Actually, no, there was one cat. He was riding a saddle. He was riding with a saddle, I should say. But, oh, shit, my little tag went in my tea. God damn it. God damn. Anyway. But yeah, moose riding? Yeah, totally. Dark Vision, I give up. You don't have to give up, dude. I mean, it's just, it's a cultural thing, man. I mean, like, you're communicating one way, and I'm communicating another way. We're communicating in two different ways. So there's already a degree of error involved in us communicating effectively with each other. Now, if we were both talking to each other, then there would be that degree of error would be reduced. And if we were part of the same culture, it'd be reduced even further. And if we spoke the same language, it's reduced even further. And so on and so forth, right? So, yeah. Anyway, my tea's all gone. What time are we at here? Holy crumbolies, we got 39 minutes left of the show. James Kent from Butt Plugs to Moose Riding in about 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Good work. You know what? I'm gonna change that to the title. That's the title for the show. There's your title. Yeah, I'm sorry. And you know what, James? Do you win anything? my admiration. My undying admiration. Oops. I don't know. Can I have butt plugs in? Oh, what's this? I got hype. What's hype? I received level 1 hype. Hype train. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway, thank you for the hype. Yes. Hype. Choo choo. Oh, the choo choo train. When you posted about the choo choo train. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't see, like, a lot of these Twitch things, they're lost on me. I'm not, again, it's a cultural thing. I'm not part of the Twitch culture. I'm kind of on the fringes of it. And, I'm more towards the YouTube side of things. And YouTube is, compared to Twitch, is 2 different cultures. Dark Commission. I wonder if Robin Williams had to go through this. Probably. James Kent, I'm not doing this for the rewards, purely the joy of taking part. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, so, you know what? I don't have an intro for this kind of little segment we're about to do, but I'm going to dive over to the Instagram side of things. So, if you want to have your picture show up in this little feed, in this little segment of the show that I'm going to do, use the hashtag Way of the Brush. It's like spelled like that right there, Way of the Brush, or even that little guy, like Way of the Brush, right? It's all over the place. Even the stickers over here, Way of the Brush. Way of the Brush, it's all over the place. You can't escape Way of the Brush. You just can't escape it. It's like herpes. You can't get rid of it. Once you have it, you can't get rid of it. Anywho, this piece over here is the car. I did that a long time ago for a tutorial. That's in Mini Wargaming's vault. Whose is this? Evan Belleau. Second squad of aggressors complete. Well, very, very cool. Those heads have to be custom or something, right? Probably third party or maybe Forge World? I don't know. But very, very, very cool. Yeah, I dig those. Dreadnought. Let me make sure this is in frame properly. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty darn cool. It's clean, straightforward, metallics. I dig it. There's some Marines. Same chapter. Yeah, they got the Spartan helmets. 5 Hellblasters. Nice work on the plasma. I like that. Ooh, really dirty feet. I like that. That's fun. And on models that are metallic, doing these kind of effects where you got that dustiness, where that pulls a very matte feeling to the surface, and then of course you have the metallic, it provides that visual contrast and it makes that dustiness feel all the more apparent. Now those feet are very dusty. I probably would have pulled that dust effect back probably about 50%. I probably would go about 50% dustiness there. I wouldn't have put it so hard. But I mean, it's their choice, and it doesn't ruin the model. Just I don't think I would have gone quite that far. Oh, same person. For more information on COVID-19, no thanks. Anybody who's wondering. Yeah, I like this dude. That's really cool. Is it the helmet too? Are the 2 sides painted differently, or is it just with lighting? It's got to be the lighting. I'm going to assume it's just the lighting. Evan Belleau, right? Dominus? Evan Dominus? Dominus? Louis? Anyway, not my work. Oh, it's not your work? Okay. Well then, what the hell? What the hell, man? Anyway, it's nice painting. It's not bad. Got to drill out those gun barrels. Drill out the gun barrels! Some regular intercessors. The guy, second from the left, looks like he's holding that gun like a guitar. He's about to rock out. Rock out with his bolter out. Guy in the middle, too. He looks like he's about to rock out. He's going to play that like a big bass guitar. Really cool. I get a kick out of these models with the big heavy weapons. They're just too hilarious. Is there a guy in these aggressor suits that is holding like a chain gun? Ooh, nice work on the cloak. Oh, this is all the same dude. Jeez Louise. Or dudette. I don't know. But very, very cool. I looked at you got a pretty good handle on creating that dustiness along the bottom of the model. Yeah, see how, you see how like you didn't go full dustiness? See, it's just a little bit on the feet. I like that. I like that. You've got spirit. I like that. Oh, shameless plug. Who's this? Alex7 brainstormed a color scheme for an upcoming army. First attempt looks like a winner. I concur. I like it. Now, is that blue like a metallic blue? I like the green. Oh, you even did a little transition through the gun barrel. Oh no. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That's fun. It's got the winter snow going on. Yeah, I like that. Now, is the metal bits, it looks like the metal's darker, and then the thigh and forearm bits are a different color, like silver. Then the head and shoulder are blue. Blue head and shoulders. The shampoo. It's a shampoo, people. Come on, it's a shampoo. Lee something something. Just finished printing the last mushroom tree. These are going to be so much fun to paint. They will also make a nice alien planet to play 40K on. Very cool. Yeah, look at the detail. I want a 3D printer so bad. So bad. Yeah, that's really good. That's fun. That'd be fun to paint too. The only thing with the 3D printers though is that I'm not 100% on the especially on some of the things with the print lines, just like some of the print lines are just kind of ugh, I think I'd rather like a resin printer, Mortarian, no wings yet. I'd assume this is work in progress. It will be a while before I finish this next project, so here's some work in progress. Yes, there we go. He said it right there. Yes, very cool. Ooh, Terminator. Shaky Brush Minis. Brother Mackless. Burn, alien scum. By my hand, you will be scoured from the Emperor's realm. In quotes. He's quoted as saying that. That's a quote of Brother Malchus. Blah, 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 blah. Nice painting. I like it. It's clean. It's orderly. You could probably push the contrast just a little bit on some of those separations, like the armor plates on the feet and the knees and the thighs, that kind of stuff. But otherwise, looks good. I mean, like at tabletop standard, this is a good tabletop, so yeah. Here's this dude. This is one of the shield brethren. Yeah, Blade Guard. From Indominus, definitely want to get more of these spears and shields from Conversion World helmets from Anvil Industry. Okay, so that's where those come from. Okay, cool. Yeah. I like it. It's pretty darn cool. Ooh, you even got a tank. I like this color scheme on the tank. I like the black and red on the front with the white accents, and then the main body is this bronze. I like that. I like it. Yeah. I like the tempering, the heat tempering on the gun barrel of the Gatling guns. I like that. It's got the symbol all over the doors and the body. Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's clean. It's effective. I mean, in the future, you can, thin your highlights down a bit, but like, that's no biggie. What's this? The drawing. Ooh, chainsaw. Ooh, it's a video. Carol Joe. Paint minis. Cool. Nice work. Straightforward. I have plans for my Janezar. I finally picked one up and I got her assembled, and maybe I might even start working on that this week. just, on my off time. I don't know if I'll film it or not. It's kind of one of those, personal projects like I like to, just kind of recharge with kind of thing. But yeah, I'm digging it. I like it. I like it a lot. Here's another one from Shaky. Oh, who was that last one from? That was Carol Joe, right? Okay, I read the name. Shaky Brush Minis. Brother Sergeant Victornio. Another Terminator from Heroes Series. Games Workshop has been on point with the Hero Series. Very cool. It's Terminator. Clean paint job. Yeah. I think, like this really good work on the writing, on the scroll work on the shield. It's legible, which is with the first part of, doing it right. Ooh, Chaplain Ivanus Encomi has successfully crossed the Rubicon Primaris. Very, very cool. Does his Power Fist arm need to wield his Crozius? I don't know. That is debatable. Dinosaur. Who's posting dinosaurs? Oh. Montague? D. Montague? I painted my daughter's cheap plastic dinosaur. Oh, I liked it already. I must have saw it at some point and liked it already. See? Like I said, I go through. Somebody posted the sky. Like, all right. Post in the sky. Buddhism. I'm looking at the hashtags. And Way the Brush. Buddhism and Way the Brush. I don't know if that goes together, but sure. Ooh, I like the shield. That shield's cool. Yeah, I like you picked that out nicely and everything. That's good stuff. I think the plasma coils probably could be a different color. Same with maybe even the lens of the eye. I don't know. Or maybe leave it as is. I like the shield though. That shield immediately stands out. This is some My Bull crap. Ooh, Cyclone. Ooh, look at that face. Looks like Zangief from Street Fighter. Brother Ebelius. Skulk in the shadows all you want. My firepower will bury you alive. Another Terminator in the crew. Cool. Yeah, again, I think, where I see the knee joints and the feet, just some of these points where, you can create a little bit more separation. Not necessarily with black lining, but you could take, say, a really deep red, almost to the point of black, or even a dark brown, and just line those separations, between knees and armor plates and, things of that nature. Nice work on the gemstone on the shield, too. A few blade guard on the workbench. Shaky Brush. This is Shaky Brush. Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. All right. I'm going to come back. Oh, wait. Maybe one more. Because I'm just quickly perusing through some of these. Some of these are mine because I often will post at Way of the Brush, just, whatever bullshit I'm posting. And some of these, yeah, I think are from a while back. Yeah. Whose is this? Oh, wow. I don't think I showed this one here. Let me go back. We'll go back here. Go back. This one here, Mikey. Lightning's done for Aeronautica. Followed Kris' Way of the Brush videos on these bad boys. Yeah. Oh, I already like this. I already like this video. I saw this apparently. Damn. Or maybe somebody's smurfing me. Maybe somebody hacked my account. I don't know. But yeah, it looks really good. And they obviously followed it because when I first passed the picture, I was like, oh, that's a picture of my stuff. And I was like, wait a second, I didn't take a picture of that. Wait, I didn't paint the stands. Wait, this person did it better than me. Wait, hold on a second. They did it better than me. Damn it. That can't be allowed. That can't be allowed. No, I'm not like that at all. Yeah, a lot of these are bullshit I'm doing. There's a lot here. So, if you want me to, showcase your piece and you don't feel like sending me an email, just use the hashtag Way of the Brush, and I'll show it. I will. I promise. I promise. I promise. Oh, the miniature vault reposted. Oh, the cop car in the beginning of the video, or in the beginning of this segment. I had here this one. This was a tutorial I had done a while ago, and it was a piece of terrain. It was just this cop car, and I demonstrated doing like the shattered glass and the weathering on the body of the car, and the usual things, right? But yeah, that was a fun piece. That was fun. That was a nice break from the usual kind of crap that you end up doing when you do this crap as a living. That makes me sound really unappreciative, doesn't it? Dark Mission, Karmic Kris, the yoga of mini painting. The yoga or yogi? Yogi, isn't it? Yogi's the teacher, right? Isn't it yogi? Something like that. I don't know. I'm not part of the culture, so I'm not 100%. If I'm getting them wrong, I apologize, because I don't know. It's whatever I absorb from stupid TV shows. So anywho, I think we'll periodically do that. Take a look on the Instagram side of things and see what people are posting on Way of the Brush hashtag. So if you want to have your models and whatever you're working on, it doesn't have to be models. It could be your terrain projects. Could be whatever. Just use the hashtag Way of the Brush, and I will more than likely see it. And even though, like, some of those pictures I was looking at, I thought that was the first time I was seeing them, but apparently I had seen them before. So apparently I just clicked through crap. Apparently, I don't know. Oh man. Time we out here. Holy carmolies. Got 22 minutes left of the show. Let's do an email because we can. Because I only have one email. And so that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. If you're wearing headphones, just turn them up or down, because here it comes. Email time. It's email time. Oh, it's done. This one's from our good buddy, the Heretic Scott. The new army begins. Howdy, Kris. With my Necrons finished, I have finally started a new, maybe more challenging chapter in the hobby. Here's some Chaos Cultists I've been working on. Since it's my favorite part of the hobby, I couldn't help but do some conversions on these guys, and I think they ended up looking better than the original models. That's a bold statement to make. These look better than the original models. What you did made them better. That's bold. I like it. I like bold. Also gone for quite a different look on the bases as well, with a Badland Wastelands look. CNC, always appreciated. Cheers, Heretic Scott. And so let's have a peek at his improved Chaos Cultists. So let me switch screens. There we go. Okay, so we're starting off with the backside. Oh, I like the way he did the base. I like the colors. Yeah, that's definitely a deserty, ash, wasteland kind of thing. I like the really light tone with the crackles, and I like the deeper tones around the rocks and the skull and the grass. It actually has a very kind of naturally kind of vibe to it. I like the work he did on the flesh. I like the colors. One guy's got a glowing pot on his back. That's cool. It's different. The guys with the big hoodie heads. I'm always nervous around guys with light skin and hoods on their heads, but you know. I'm always a little apprehensive. Yeah, I like your work on the flesh. I like the guy on the far left there with like the scarring on his arm. That looks good. That looks real good. I think thematically The guns look a little clean. And in fact, you probably could use a little bit of, say, a little rust color, like thinned out orange or something, just in corners here and there, around rivets and stuff. It doesn't have to be very excessive, just tiny little amounts here and there, uniformly over areas, you know, that kind of thing. Just a slight, just to diminish the shine of the guns, to make them look a little bit more, you know, wasteland-like. Really good painting though, solid, clean. I like your transitions going on here. You definitely are taking your time with these. The love shows. The love definitely shows. You're showing love. Sometimes you just gotta rub the love in. If you get a little on you, just gotta rub it in. It's good for the skin. Oh man. Yeah, see like how you did the hook on the guy on the left here? Yeah, I'd like to see that on the guns. Oh, I like you even went into the fingernails. Really good stuff. Yeah, I like the bases. I like your color treatments on the bases. The colors you used. And you got the light gray rims. I like that. I like all these choices. And I'll say these are better than the originals. I'll say it. They're better than the originals. And he drilled out the barrels. Good man. Good man. Yeah, I honestly don't really have anything other than the guns, the metal in the guns. It just looks a little clean. Or maybe even if you broke up the surface of the guns, you know, so they looked like they were assembled from different guns. So some of them might look a little cleaner than others. Like some segments of the gun might look cleaner, right? Magazines and stuff would look dinged up because they're getting used all the time, right? They're hitting the ground and, you know, getting slapped around. You know, those kind of things, right? These kind of elements, and especially on models like this where they have a very ragtag kind of hodgepodge kind of look to them. They have that unifying color scheme going on. And so I think with the guns having that kind of, you know, like the body's different, or, you know, it's different from the gun, the barrel, and, you know, I mean, the stock is different. And of course they don't look as clean. They look a little roughed up, and, you know what I mean? Like those kind of elements, I think definitely would bring a lot of character forward in these pieces. If you wanted to take the time to do that, I don't know. I mean, as is, and if you're never touching them again, well then, they're done. And yeah, they look great. I like them. They look fantastic. The color transitions on them are really good. Yeah, I really don't have anything to add. I mean, like, you know, yeah, I mean, you can spend way more time, right? You know, getting smoother transitions, or, you know, finer brush strokes and finer lines, and, you know what I mean? Like all these kind of like minor things. But ultimately, you know, are you painting them for tabletop, painting for yourself, painting for display? You know what I mean? Like what is your end goal, right? And if your end goal is just to paint them and you're having fun and you want to spend a bit of time, but you also might play with them, that is more than fine. That is, you know, that's a high tabletop. Then I would consider that more of a high tabletop standard than just a regular tabletop standard. Heretic Scott, damn, they sent in wrong order. Oh, with the bums, starting with the bums first? Hey, sometimes you start at the rear and work your way forward. Just, you know, just to mix it up. James Kent, having painted some of these guys recently, he has improved them. I love the side dude. Yeah, the side dude's really good. I'm still looking at them. Yeah, the side dude's really good. They got the gas mask. Like, it's this whole kind of, you know, Borderlands vibe going on with these guys. And, you know, like I said, anytime there's guys that are light of skin wearing hoods, I'm usually apprehensive. So if your goal was to make me apprehensive, well then bravo. Bravo. Jabba's left nut. Would it be wrong to paint my Chaos Cultists with white hoods? Wrong? No. You could totally paint them with white hoods. Go right ahead. I mean, like, because they are inherently villainous, just by, virtue of the background and, the way they're playing to the character. Sure, they could totally be, painted white and have white hoods. Would it be appropriate to have KKK written all over them and, all the little hateful slogans written all over it, the models and banners and, those kind of things? You're kind of pushing it at that point, right? But if you want to establish, if you want to exercise a bit of subtlety to convey the idea, then yeah, why not? Nothing wrong with it. It's just the color. White's just the color. It's the context within it, right? And so that's the difference, really. If you paint them white, it's not a problem. Yes, it does convey that kind of imagery, but they are villainous. And it is appropriate. Those donning white hoods are villains, right? So, too bad. They're villains, I mean, same reason why Nazis are villains today. Because they're villains, So, we get to make fun of them. We get to make fun of them today because they're villains. But anyway, but yeah, if you started throwing like all the hateful speech onto the models, making little banners that said, all sorts of awful things, then no, that's not appropriate, because then, that's a little too over the head, right? It's not necessary. All you're looking to do is to try and rile somebody up. And why? Why would you want to provoke people in such a fashion? To be edgy? Nah. To actually express your hatred? It says more about you, but, But yeah, painting them white? No, it's just color. White's just a color. Painting them white? Not a big deal. Go right ahead. I'm sure I've probably painted models with white hoods before too. But anyway. Heretic Scott, I was trying to recreate how the weapons look on the GW site, but I couldn't seem to get the body of the auto-tune dark without totally losing the metallic color. Maybe a contrast paint would do it. Yeah, contrast, I mean, because they're transparency, the metallic will still shine through, but I always find that when contrast finish, they finish with a semi-matte. They finish more matte than they do gloss. So it's like a semi-gloss, but they finish more closer to matte. Anyway, you'll still see that metallic shine through, but it's not as lustrous as, say, using a pure clear color on top. Now, you could also take your metallic and the contrast color and mix them, and that way you get an even tone for your base tone or whatever you're working in. You can mix your darker color into the metallic. In those kind of cases, though, I tend to prefer to work with a brighter silver or metallic and whatever color I want to shift it. And typically, like, say for example, if I wanted to make a metallic blue, I more than likely would take, say, something like Spirit Host or Stormhost Silver, Spirit Host Silver. Anyway, the bright silver. Take that, and I'd probably take something like Cantor Blue, and that would give me actually closer to more of a mid-ranged blue, because the really light of the silver would brighten up that darker blue and actually would push you towards the middle. So if you went really dark metal and dark, color, it'll give you a really dark metallic color. But if you went, say, with a brighter metallic and a dark color, it'll give you the mid-tone color, right? Just think of it, the silver, the brighter silver you go, because think of it like a grayscale, right? And the brighter silver you go, think of it more pushing towards a white. And so if you were taking that color, holy crap, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you, MB Belps 1. MB Belps 1. MB Belps 1. MB Belps. MB Belps. Anyway, so, think of that, the silver pushing towards, white. And, so if you're adding a mid-tone, then it's going to go to a very light tone. And if you start with a very dark tone, it'll push to the mid-tone and so on and so forth, right? So just think of it in those regards when using silvers and you want to push to towards different colors. Now, when I was talking about like making the guns look like from different parts, you could have the casing, look, say, like a darker black, metallic, and then the casing over the gun barrel maybe have a light brown or red or yellow, whatever colors you want. Or you even leave it just metal, because you can even make that distinction just playing with weathering, right? You can make the corners look chipped. You could add rust within recesses, even within, say, the gun casing and the gun barrel, and then the clip looks all dinged up, and you know what I mean? Like there's many different ways that you can just make those distinctions amongst the weapons, just like that, instead of having just this uniform metallic color everywhere, right? So, yeah. Hey, can I suggest you a video that it's impossible to not laugh in only 40 seconds? Huh? Lindy Eft. Hey, Aqua here. Hey, Aqua. How can we have so many handles? How can we change your handles so much? Why? M-Bulbs, I bet you lug. If you don't, I'll donate 10. If I donate 10. If I don't, and then there's 3 stars. I don't know. What does the 3 stars mean? It's censor. I got sensors going on here, buddy. Whispered the video. Don't laugh. I'm not gonna check it out. See, I already laughed, so I lost. So, oh well. No point to go. Brother Otis cheered with 2 bits. Thank you, Brother Otis. I don't know what the cheers are about, but thank you. Thank you, nonetheless. Daniel Horton. Hey, Kris. When you was at Min War Gaming, how come you don't do one of them 10.0 point games with you, Eldar, which they did with the Necron and the Demon? Daniel, are you a bot? I kind of read that in a bottish voice, I'm sure. It's probably something like Daniel English is not his first language, but when I was at Mini Wargaming, how come I didn't do one of those 10-point games? When I was at Mini Wargaming, there's a lot of things I didn't do. There was only one thing I did. We always talked about me filming battle reports. Never did it. Don't know why. But yeah. For years, I said, yeah, let's do battle reports. And all the time it was, yeah, okay. Did we ever do it? No. Why? Don't know. Why? Couldn't tell you. You'd have to ask them. Why wasn't Kris in more battle reports? Why didn't Kris do battle reports? Yeah. Go ahead and ask them. I've asked. I've never gotten a response. Ever. For years. Lindy Eft. I don't know. I like Lindy. Then Eft is Escape from Tarkov because I stream it. Oh, okay. My brother plays Tarkov too. Evan. The one who made the music. He plays it as well. But yeah, I don't know. Heretic Scott. It would appear some people have drank too much. It would appear. And appearances would make it apparent. I was trying to finish that sentence. I couldn't. Oh, man. I'll have to check that video out later. I don't know. They whispered me that video. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Trying to be funny. Probably take me off to some sort of website where probably something not funny. Probably somebody getting shot or some dumb shit like that. Something totally inappropriate. Time we had here. Holy carmolies. We're 4 minutes left of the show, which means we are going to end today on time and on schedule. Yeah, no 3-hour show for Kris today. And then my day off is going to start right after this show. I'm gonna kick back, relax, until I got to get back to work. Daniel Horton. I mean, why didn't they do an Eldar Apocalypse game with you both played 10,000 points each? Why didn't? You're asking me why those decisions weren't made? I was always up for those games. In fact, I mentioned it multiple times. The decision was not mine. So, you're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong person these questions. If you really want to know why, the real reasons, ask them. Where am I here? James Kent. In my job, we use the term presented as if under the influence of something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Presented like, something in that hippie. Spartan to paintball. Hello, monkeys. Monkey Lord. Hello, Spartan to paintball. Spartan to paintball. Say that 10 times fast. Spartan to paintball. Spartan to paintball. Spartan to paintball. Can't even do it. Can't even do it 3 times. Can't even do it once properly. Dark Commission. 4 minutes until I open my cider. Yay. Yay. Cider. Actually, I don't have anything to drink. I haven't really drank much in the last. Oh no, I had beers last weekend with the turkey. I had the deep fried turkey last week because it was Canadian Thanksgiving last weekend. Ooh, had a deep fried turkey. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen I posted a video of friend deep frying the turkey, and it was spectacular. It was good. The skin was nice and crispy. The meat was still juicy. It was cooked the entire way through. Oh yeah, good times had by all. It's amazing how food and charred mammal and bird flesh can make us feel. Spartan to paintball. I want a 3-hour show. Yeah, too bad. Wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which gets filled first. Daniel Horton. They did 10,000 point Apocalypse Chaos Demons versus Tyranids Warhammer 40k bat rep, but nothing with the Eldar you have. That was all. No, I'm not arguing with you, Daniel. I'm not arguing. And I'm not saying, like, Daniel, you're not listening to me, but it was not my decision. I do not make those decisions. I did not make those decisions. Today I can totally, Now, why don't I play with them now? Lugging around my Eldar army is not really a prospect that, I'm looking forward to. It would have to be a special occasion for me to lug my Eldar army out and bring it to, game, Apocalypse game, or whatever. But as far as when I was working there and, for years, not just the last year, but years beforehand. Yeah, let's do battle reports. Then put me in battle reports. I'll film games. I'll do battle reports. Never happened. Don't know why. Why? Don't know why. Why? So, yeah. But I am not the one to answer that question. You, Daniel, are asking the wrong person to those questions. Oi, jeez Louise, Demon Monkey Butt, you scared the shit out of me again. Mojo Rising. Yeah, love it. Already, with a class name like that, I can tell we're already pals. With a name like that, with a handle like that. By the handle. Anyway. Lindy F. 4 minutes until I go to sleep because I went to sleep at 4 a.m. You went to sleep at 4 a.m. or 7 a.m. I was up today at 7. I was up early today. I was up just early. Heretic Scott. Never had deep fried turkey, but my God, that looks glorious. Yeah, it was good. Always good. Good. Oh, yeah. And it's only 45 minutes. Or 48. It was 48 minutes. It was like 3 minutes a pound. And it was a 14-pound bird. Shit, did we cook it long enough? But seriously though, yeah, oh yeah, deep fried turkey, yeah, yeah. That's how you do her. That's how you get her done. Evan Belleau, is it Dickens cider? That kind is popular amongst most blokes. Amongst most blokes? That's a sentence. Kind of popular amongst most blokes. Most blokes? Most blokes. Most blokes. Most blokes. It's kind of fun to say. Most blokes. Jabba's I've not. How the fuck do you deep fry a turkey? Well, I have a video on my Instagram, Jabba. And how do you deep fry it? Well, you bring, preferably peanut oil. We use regular vegetable oil, I believe. Up to 375 degrees. And then dry your bird off. Make sure your bird is completely dry. Seasoned, of course, if you want seasoning. And then you don't drop it in because fucking oil will go everywhere if you start a fire. But preferably, like most people do it outside because you've probably seen videos where there's a big fucking fireball and stuff. Anyway, and that's usually because they didn't dry the bird off enough, and the water turns to steam and it flashes and it sends oil everywhere. But apparently, now we haven't done it this way yet. But peanut oil apparently is the best way to cook deep fry stuff, right? But anyway, so clean your bird off, 375 degree oil, gently put them in, have them on the rack, whatever, and then it's typically 3 minutes a pound, and that was a 14-pound bird, and so yeah, it was 48 minutes. I've got the video on my Instagram. You can just check it out, and you just see that, and it's just the oil's going, and you got to do it. Typically, you do it outside on a propane burner, and so yeah, you just have it on a propane burner. It's like like barbecue, right? You know damn well what a propane burner is. What time are we at here? Holy camoles! We're 3 minutes after 2, which means we are 3 minutes overtime. Overtime. Oh, man. Cracking the old bones here. Where the hell am I? David Brownfield. Over though, Monkey King, if he does not go 2 hours plus. Well, it's plus. Technically, we're 2 hour plus right now. 3 minutes overtime. We are 2 hour plus. We are 123 minutes right now. Mojo Rising, evening, Mojo, when growing up, man, like doors were a huge influence on my life, huge. Spartan to paintball, but I was busy earlier. Were you? I don't think you were. Daniel Horton. I of you battle report you did with Steve with your army when you brought you Fire Dragon list, you flying bad boy doing all the work and killed his army single-handed. Oh, the when I brought the vampire? Yeah, I think that's why they dropped it from the freaking game, because it was kind of OP'd. I don't know. It's disappointing. I mean, it's such a great model. And, it was designed for Apocalypse. And that's the problem with having the Apocalypse stuff being in the regular game. And, leave it in Apocalypse. Sure. Play it in Apocalypse. Okay, fine. Leave it in the game. Don't, we were trying it out. We were just kind of trying out different goofy things. And, I was trying to see what, at what power levels, certain things work, and we were talking back and forth about, this and that, and all of a sudden it was like, yeah, well, bring it, and it was like, okay, bring it, and yeah, how effective it was, oof, I had no idea at the time. Anyway, Mojo Rising, I just started keto. Let me tell, I miss deep fried food so much. Oh, I'll bet. You may or may not be able to tell, but I'm on no diets. Other than sugar, I try to limit the amount of sugar I intake. But that's because, diabetic. The Gim. They never did an Eldar battle report because they suck. They do suck. Oh, you're talking about Eldar. No, you're wrong. They don't suck. You suck. Aaron Seach, deep fried turkey is fucking amazing. If you have not had it, you are truly missing out. You are missing out, and that being a true statement, so saying truly missing out is correct. But the only thing is, though, is see, for most meats, I can't eat it if it's overcooked. If just slightly overcooked, I can even, I can tell. But yeah, meat when it's overcooked, any kind of meat, bird meat, especially bird meat, because like when it gets overcooked, it's dry as freaking hell. And oh my God, it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. Just, it pains us. It pains us. David Rumfro, yeah, Monkey King went 2 hours. He has his throne for another week. Lundy F, hell yeah, love the Doors. Yeah, Doors, man, Doors are freaking great, man. Java's left out Aaron missing out on heart disease and stroke. Yeah, I mean, dude, yeah, you're in the UK, dude, but in North America, this is what we live and die for. Again, it's, it's part of the culture. It's part of the culture. Mojo Rising. Opinions on goose. I've never tried it, but it looked turkey size, so I figured it must be similar. Goose is a little darker. Turkey has a lot of white meat and a lot of dark meat. Goose primarily has a lot of darker meat. Same with duck. Duck is primarily dark meat. Both goose and duck tend to be a little on the greasier side, a little bit on the oilier side. So that tends to equate to a lot of flavor. Now, if you are not accustomed to, flavorful meat, then yeah, it's going to be like, oh my God, what am I eating? Versus, like if you're only, used to eating chicken and beef and just regular type chicken and regular type beef, yeah, you're going to taste those flavors and you're going to be like, oh my God, like, what does that taste? What is that? And people often equate that to gamey. They say it tastes gamey, like it's game meat, right? Not game meat, game, like, a game or game. I don't know. How do you mime game? Game, like a game, right? Not gay, game. That's a quick mime lesson for y'all. So anyway. Yeah, people often equate that to the flavors. Goose tastes great. Almost all birds taste great. My personal favorite, that has everything beat, hands down, is partridge. Partridge is the best game meat, bird meat. They're entirely white meat, breast, large breast. Even though the birds are typically about yay tall kind of thing, and you get about breast about yay big out of them. There's barely any wing or leg, so you don't really worry about those. But otherwise, killing them is super easy. Cleaning them, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And, cooking them up, you just cook them up like any other bird. And the meat is so darn good. Because them little buggers, especially in this time of year, all they're eating is berries. That's all they're eating. And so that their meat takes on that sweet quality. Oh, man. Man, I'm getting hungry now. And it's fall. And this is the time of year that I start to get the urge to kill something. And I haven't in a very long time. I need to kill. Oh, man. The Gim. Nice play on words, buddy. In truth, mini wargaming does suck, and so do the Elder. Dark Commission. The Doors must be Orc Knob's fave band. Oh, Doorknob. Fuck. Come on, man. Come on. Daniel Horton. You exited for the new Mandalorian series coming out soon? Season 2? Yes, I am excited. I liked the first season. I thought it was fantastic. Is it perfect? No, of course not. But, I am a fan of the original trilogy, and, Mandalorian delivers on a lot of those nostalgia points, but also offering something slightly different, so it's fun. I like it. It's just entertaining. It's entertaining. Anybody who's taking Star Wars that seriously, again, needs to get their head out of their ass, really, essentially. So, yeah. Brother Otis, damn it, Kris, you got me looking at Warhammer art, and now I've fallen down a rabbit hole. My poor wallet. Yeah, I know. And me, I like going for if I'm gonna get an art print, I go for the biggest print, because this is just a personal preference, but I like art that's big, good sized, right? Like I've got a piece here from Alex Gray, which is the Net of Being, and it's as big as print as I could get from him. And the original piece that was made is like mural size. It's like an entire wall. And if you're not familiar with Alex Gray, if you're familiar with the band Tool and like the artwork that gets featured in their album covers and stuff like that, he's the artist who created that stuff. And I have this piece on my wall. It might have shown up in a couple videos here and there, but anyway, yeah, it's a big piece. And in my other studio space, I have like the Space Hulk, first edition Space Hulk. I have that in the biggest piece that they offer. I also have the two Eldar Codex covers, the 3rd edition, and I think it's like 5th or 6th edition Codex, the one with the Farseer and the Lightning. That one. Is it the one? Yeah, it's that one. So anyway, yeah, I've got those two. I want to basically have all the Eldar Codex covers, except, there's not really a 1st edition. There's no Rogue Trader Eldar cover for Codex because there was no codexes. And the cover for the book that the Eldar rules were in Rogue Trader, it has Blood Angels on the cover. It's that famous piece of the Blood Angels, and you got the golden armored Blood Angel, that old piece with the Gene Stealers all attacking them, and they're all, pew-pewing. They're pew-pewing. You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, Warhammer art though, I like it. I just wish they did more old school pieces. I wish they this is going to sound harsh, but I wish they'd get off their asses and collect up those old art pieces and get good images so that they can reproduce them. That's what I wish they would do. I mean, if I was Warhammer art, I would be hounding Games Workshop, because I know at Games Workshop, I'm sure they have a vault somewhere that has all that old artwork that they didn't bother giving back to the artists, or that they kept, or whatever. And so I'm sure, like you can see, like on their site, you can see like it's a lot of the last couple years of artwork. You can see theirs, and they got nice big clear reproductions of them, because those are mostly digital pieces. So it's easy to reproduce that. But back in the day, those pieces were created on illustration board and canvas and things like that. And so they were actual physical originals. That's important. And, making not copies, but, making those available for print would just be fantastic, especially for us collectors who, don't have the resources to say buy the original, but I for example, if like a lot of Mark Gibbons pieces were made available in large print format, oh man, what's the first, come on, you guys know me, what's the first one I pick up? What's the first one, especially in a large format, like a 36 by 24 format, which is about as large as what Warhammer art is producing right now. It's about a 36 by 24, like 900 by 600 centimeters or something like that. But anyway, what's the first piece? Come on, you guys know me. What's the first piece by Mark Gibbons that I buy if I could get my hands on a large edition print of it? Does somebody win a prize? Maybe. Probably not. My respect-ish. My respect-ish. Spartan debate ball. Live fast. Do young. Do young. Jeez, I'm going to go to jail for that. That's how we do it in North America. Yeah. and now as I read that statement, die young, I assume is what you meant, but you said do young, which kind of is how they do in America anyway, so... Mojo Rising sounds amazing. That's what all the hoity-toities ate back in the day with dumplings and whatnot. Yeah, goose, yeah. Yeah, eat some goose. Eat some duck. No, duck. Duck's good. All birds taste yummy. I'll let you know a little secret. Birds taste yummy. The Gim. To be excited about The Mandalorian, this is the way. This is the way. Yeah, Mandalorian, I like The Mandalorian. It's a good show. Brother Otis, large breasts. Yeah, go big or go home is the way. Yeah, North America, man. It's North America. It's go big or go home. Yeah, people are big, land's big, so food fucking portions might as well be big. I know we've had visitors from like the European side of things. When I used to work at Mini Wargaming, we'd all go for lunch, whatever, and yeah, some of them would be really surprised at the amount of portions that we ate. And, you know, they'd have, like, you know, a sandwich or whatever, and then here we are having, like, a steak and some fries and, you know, I mean, big drinks and lots of, you know, yeah. We can eat. Aaron C. Dude, I live in Wisconsin. I grew up on cheese, beer, brats, and venison. Deep fried turkey isn't going to fade anything here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if his arteries are clogged, they were already clogged before the turkey. The turkey, in fact, may unclog. that might be the highest source of fiber he gets is the deep fried turkey. Daniel Horton, do you and Ash and Owen thought of doing D&D on your his channel or his channel? Yeah, on Ash's channel we talked about it. We were going to do a D&D game a while ago. But, I mean, since pandemic time, I mean, like, you know, it's been, you know, kind of annoying, right? So, yeah. Dark Commission, Mark Gibbons sounds like one of the monkeys. Is Mark Gibbons one of the monkeys? Or Gibbons. Jeez. Man, you're on a fucking roll today, eh? No fucks given, Mephiston. Wrong! You're wrong. Wrong! No, it's not Mephiston. Although that is a good piece. Mephiston's a good piece. It's a good piece of ass. James Kent, is it something to do with Crimson Fist by any chance? Ooh, you'd be close. But no. Heretic Scott, Space Hulk maybe? Mark Gibbons, Space Hulk. There's a few pieces by him that are really good. There's one with a gene sealer and a ceiling kind of thing coming down on a Terminator. Or going down on a Terminator. And, yeah, that's a good one. But no, that's not the piece I'm talking about. The Gim, is it the Avatar? It is the Avatar. The Avatar by Mark Gibbons. Look up The Avatar by Mark Gibbons. Look that up. Everybody look that up. That's the piece. If they offered that in a large format print, I would buy that immediately. It's one of my favorite pieces by Mark Gibbons. He's got a ton of great pieces. Tons. And he's not the only artist who was creating fantastic work back in the day. But he is one of my favorites. But yeah, look up The Avatar by Mark Gibbons. It's iconic. It is an iconic image of the Avatar for the Eldar, or Eldari, if we're going by the better name now. No fucks given. I liked his Banshee better than the Avatar. No way. You mean the Banshee where she's kind of like running and her tiptoe is like way off in the distance kind of thing? It's a good piece. It's a good piece. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. That's not one of my favorites. You know what's another one of my favorites of Mark Gibbons, actually? Back in the day, I'll quickly look it up here. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Mark Gibbons Space Marine. It's a Space Marine image where the Space Marine's kind of just, it's kind of like a profile shot of a Space Marine. Let's see if I can find something here. Like, oh man, look at all these classic images. My God, like Mark Gibbons actually was one of my, or is one of my favoritist of Games Workshop artists. My buddy Tyler, he has what is this? As Ezekiel? Is this Ezekiel? Yeah, Ezekiel. He has that one tattooed. This one of Fabius Bile. Oh, this one here of the Khorne Berserker. Like, that's another iconic image. That would probably be a close second after the Avatar for me. Compositionally, it's actually fairly similar. But, yeah. This is a fantastic piece. Me likey. Oh, yeah, Nurgle, the Plague Marine. Another classic Mark Gibbons. Where the fuck is the Avatar? Oh, no, I said Space Marine. Oh, yeah, here's a good one. Space Hulk one. Grey Knights against Gene Stealer Magus. Yeah, this Banshee one. Yeah, the Banshee one's good. Yeah, that's good. But no, the Avatar. Oh, Mephiston. Yeah, Mephiston. Can you guys even see these very well? Yeah, you can kind of see them. Excuse me. Oh, the Bloodthirster. Yeah, the Bloodthirster one. That's another classic. Oh, that's all fucking hazy. Come on, clear. Ooh, crude. Ooh. Where is that frickin' space marine? I'm gonna have to dig it up out of the book, I think, sometime. I'm not gonna do it now, but oh, this warlock one. That's another good one. He's got one. It's a space marine. It's kind of a profile of a space marine. I think it might be a blood angel. Oh, here's the avatar. Yeah, that piece right there. If they offered this avatar piece in a large format, like they basically took a high res image of the original, because the original is only like I think a 16 by something sized board. It's illustrated. This is an ink drawing on illustration board, and I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure he sold this piece. In fact, it is in another famous gamers collection. But anyway, yeah, I love this piece. The avatar, that's fucking fantastic, man. I'm still looking for. Oh, here's a good one. Scorpion. Love that one too. Where the fuck is that? No, see, it's not this one. This one's a good one though. Oh, the best of Mark Gibbons. Here we go. Oh, it's just the best of Mark Gibbons, but it's not all Mark Gibbons stuff. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Oh, I'm mad now. Oh, the Carnifex. That's another good one. By Andy Chambers. It's not by Andy Chambers. Oh, yeah, it's got Mark Gibbons' mark on it. Why does it say by Andy Chambers? What the F? Oh, yeah, the Sniper. The Sniper's another good one. The Eldar Sniper. Oh, I'm not going to find that Space Marine. It's a really good image of a Space Marine. And it's just like a profile. And he's just got like his bolter lowered and he's like firing. And it's just a simple drawing. It's kind of like these little character bits, like where they're mostly white background, but like it's, you know, with a highly rendered image of the character that is being shown. And it's just a Space Marine. Oh yeah, this one here. Buddy from the Wood Elves. What the hell's his name? Kurnius, whatever. Yeah, it's a good one. And some of the fantasy art that he did too is fucking fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my god, I'm getting annoyed. Oh, here's another good one too. This one for the Wood Elves. Yeah. Okay, I'm annoyed. I'm officially annoyed. Yeah. So, it's this one, the Swooping Hawk, where the foot is like way off in the background. It wasn't the Banshee. It's this guy I'm thinking of, where his foot's way off in the background. Way off. This is more modern Gibbons. Anyway. Frick. Oh, I don't have safe search on, so nudity might fly by. I'm annoyed. All right. I'm done trying to find that piece. If somebody knows what piece I'm talking about, I don't know. Just let me know. Holy Carmolies, it's 25 after 2. Jeez Louise, I gotta wrap this up. Where am I here? Dark Mission going down on Terminator. Really? Well, swell, guys. What's swell, guys? No fucks given. His Karn is great. Yeah, Karn's another great one. Yeah, like there's so many pieces that he did that are just, you know, they're iconic at this point, you know? And yeah, the Avatar is probably one of my personal favorites. And when I had the opportunity to speak with him a little bit at an Adepticon a few years back, I got him to sign my 2nd edition Eldar Codex because, you know, the Avatar, I basically had him sign on the Avatar. And, yeah, because I love that piece. And, you know, the 2nd edition Eldar Codex because, you know, 2nd edition, a lot of fun. 2nd edition, actually, Eldar was, you know, really annoying for people. But anyway, and so, yeah, he had mentioned that he had sold the Avatar. Because I was asking, like, you know, do you still have the Avatar? Is it for sale? And if so, can I has? And he mentioned that it was in somebody else's collection. I was like, oh, damn. Excuse me. Damn. James Kent, was it him? Did the Swooping Hawks heading up and away to the right of the frame? That Swooping Hawk that I showed there a moment ago? Yeah, that's Mark Gibbons. The Gim. Ha, I got it. I'm in your head, bitch. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, right round, round, round. You spin, yeah. Anyway, Gim. I don't know. Yeah, when Gim is really wound up, for whatever reason, he sings that song. He's done that for years. That's not a new occurrence for him. He's done that for years. Considering that song is like from when we were kids, it kind of says something about him. No fucks given. GW missiled the boat back in the mist. I don't know what that word is. GW, the boat, missed the boat back in the day. They should have had Mark and Carl start comics for them. Yeah. Oh, I mean, already the dude, like, so busy, right? But, I mean, like, you know, being an artist, I mean, you know, illustration artist and stuff, I mean, getting regular work like that, I mean, you know, obviously, you know, is good, of course, right? Because it's so tough for artists to get work. But, yeah. Old Man Logan, like I said, 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, 27 after. Jeez Louise. Spartan to Paintball, Eldar boobs. Yeah, I like Eldar boobs. Sure, why not? Although, would Eldar females be well endowed? Or would they tend to have slightly smaller? Right? Would they be very, you know, I don't know what word I'm looking for here, but you know what I mean? Like, would they be more, like, would they be D cup or more A cup? I envision Eldar being more slim. So having very voluptuous frames on them, being male or female, not voluptuous, voluptuous very rarely describes a male, but like very, you know, muscular, toned, you know, or even like kind of, you know, like I don't picture Arnold Schwarzenegger in Eldar armor. You know what I mean? Like I don't imagine that kind of physique in Eldar armor. I imagine something more slim, more like a Bruce Lee, right? Very like no fat, just lean muscles, not big bulky muscles, just lean muscle, right? That's kind of physique I imagine you know, Eldar having, and females, I would imagine a similar thing as well. Very, very lean. So obviously, you know, breast size obviously would not be very huge. You know, yeah, very likely. But I mean, again, made up stuff. They can be any size. Eldar can be very big, very short, very tall, very fat, very thin. You know, big boobs, no boobs, whatever. Right? They can be whatever. They're made up. They're completely made up. Jabba's Left Nut. When did he sign Eldar Suck? Oh, shit. Gim's been claiming that since 2nd edition, man. Yeah, that's a long time to hold on to a grudge. Gim's more akin to a dwarf than he is anything else. Gim is a dwarf. He's more Gimli than he is Legolas. Brother Otis and Old Ben are saying something. Oh, you're talking about 3-hour show. Fuck off, we're not doing a 3-hour show. The Gim. The song singing is the truth. I used to sing it on your game turn to fuck with you. Unfortunately, it got stuck in my head and now I sing it randomly. Yeah, I know. You've sung that song as probably as far back as I can remember. And yeah. Brother Otis, I picture Eldar lasses to be rather willowy. Small boobs are nice too, especially when they're accompanied by a nice bootay. The sea of bootay. Yeah. I don't picture Eldar women. You know, I mean, like if it's, like, if we're talking about what I'm envisioning, yeah, I don't imagine them being very large breasted. They'd be very small breasted, I would imagine. Like if you're thinking about it logically, if we're going to be logical about it and, you know, try and put some sort of semblance of any kind of realism into it, yeah, they wouldn't be very large chested, because anybody that you see that is athletic in any way, shape, or form, male and female, they're not very big, right? Their physiques are very lean, and there's, you know, obviously not a lot of fat, and so, you know, that doesn't leave a lot of room for big butts, other than large rear muscles, right? And of course, chest muscles. You know, women tend to lose a lot of breast, you know, when there's a lot of muscle behind it, right? So it's just a fact of life. Spartan 2 Paintball. Did I hear 3-hour show? No, you didn't hear that. Brother Otis face thing. I don't know. What's that? Check the Discord, that Marine. Check in the Discord. No, that's not the Marine. But that's a good one. Is that a Mark Gibbons? I didn't think that was a Mark Gibbons. I don't think that's a Mark Gibbons. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a Mark Gibbons. No. Oh, excuse me. Freaking burping now. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. No, you guys are trying to keep me talking here. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to mess with me here. So, if you're brand new to this hobby, you have a lot of questions, feel free to ask them. Of course, if you're not watching this live, you're watching this after the fact, you can always submit your questions to Kris@waveofthebrush.com. It is in the description below, as well as a link to waveofthebrush.com. Central hub of all the cinemas has links to all the social medias, as well as Discord. Join us on Discord, because we keep the conversation rolling 24/7 there. And, of course, I only have one rule. Don't be a dick. That's the only rule. Just don't be a dick. And you can stay in Discord for as long as you like and partake in the many conversations, be it very serious and very light, hobby related and not hobby related. So we have all sorts of things going in our Discord, and we have some fun there. So join us there. WaveTheBrush.com also has links for t-shirts. Want to get yourself a t-shirt? Hey, I see a t-shirt right there. Oh, I should get face masks. There we go. Wave the Brush face masks, because it's all about pandemic face masks these days. You want to get yourself a t-shirt? Look like a connoisseur of all that's good and holy in this world. They're wearing a Way the Brush t-shirt. And of course, if you purchase yourself a shirt, send a picture of yourself tastefully in your shirt, and I will add it to the Monkey Shrine, which is also at waythebrush.com. You'll also find a link for Patreon. I'm independent these days. That's how I keep the lights on. It's how I am able to continue to do this for a living, which, I am grateful for. And I'm hugely grateful to all the people who currently support me and the brand new people who have recently supported. So huge thank you to everybody who supports this channel and the work that I do. Huge thank you. And of course, if you are, considering Patreon support, I have varying tiers of support, and a lot of the tiers have perks associated with them, and I am adding to those perks. So be mindful of that as well. I'm probably going to add merch to some of the higher tiers, just because, as a thank you. If you're not able to support monetarily, i.e. money, thumbing up the video, liking, following, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, all that stuff, engaging with the video, all that stuff helps the video populate and expand, and it feeds the algorithm. The algorithm is such BS, but it all feeds the algorithm, and that's how, it helps. And because basically helping me do that, you're helping to spread the video around, and maybe somebody who is in a position to help Kris will help Kris, right? And so that's why I encourage it, because, even if you can't, support monetarily, you're helping out tremendously by just a couple clicks of a button. This apparently is the mime for a couple clicks of a button. But doing that helps me out a great deal. And a huge thank you to everybody who does. So huge thank you. Speaking of thank yous, always a thank you to Carl, aka Guymere Alpha, aka Beer and Blood Bowl. His YouTube channel. Check him out. Love yourself some beer. Love yourself some Blood Bowl. Beer and Blood Bowl. We always take time to thank Carl, even though he is no longer with us. He's moved off to the spirit world, for taking the time out of his busy day to create the email jingles that play before the email segment of the show. And so always much love to Carl. And of course, speaking of love, much love to my baby brother Evan for creating the intro outro music that plays at the begin and end of the show. Always much love to my baby bro Evan. And if you're interested in rare comics, check them out. EB Comics. Link is in the description below. If you're into comics, I often say still, because I fell out of comics a long time ago, right? If you're into comics, check him out. Rare comics. He's got rare comics. You're looking for some rare ones, looking for some to complete your collection from back in the day, whatever it is, check him out. He might have it. He's sitting on a huge catalog of them. I don't even know if he has published all the comics that he has. I know he goes through big collection, and then he just does a big, release of here's what I got. Then he goes through and finds a whole another big collection to do, and then, here you go. Here's another, So, check him out. EB Comics. Is that it? Is there any comments? I don't even know what I don't know. Brother Otis, canonical boobies. Nothing like them canonical boobies. Ghost of Starman Deluxe just got back in time to catch the end spiel. LOL, had to leave pretty early because I ordered Burger King. They got Burger King in the UK, do they? Because you're a college kid now, you gotta eat lots of BK, ramen noodles and BK. Is that what it is? Dark Commission. The Coneheads movie has a new meaning now. Huh? Oh. What? I've been missing. They've all been right over my head today. All like, yeah. I'm tired. I think that's what it is. I had my coffee too early. I peaked too early, and now I'm on my downward slide. And yeah. So, man, I got a bump going on in my head. What the frick? I bumped myself earlier. I think. Son of a beehive. I just noticed there was a big red spot on my head. Been talking this whole time and I got this thing going on my forehead. Jesus H. Ghost of Starman. Haven't had ramen yet. Need to fix that. Ramen. You haven't had any. Oh no, you've had ramen before, but you just haven't done any since you've been since you're a school man now, a college man or university man. I can't remember. Anyway, you're a college kid. It's Saturday, so I thought I'd treat myself with a big fast food order. Yeah, that's lunch around here. Come on, man. Come on. It's me, Seppi. Good news is you can get 93 packs of ramen for the price of a BK meal. Yeah, you just head to those big warehouses that supply restaurants. All you got to do is go to one of those, and you can get, a big crate of ramen noodle for probably $20 or $30 or something, and just get a crate of ramen noodle, and you'll be good for a year. You'll probably put on 10 pounds, but or maybe you'll lose 10 pounds. I can't remember which one it is. When I was younger, before college, yeah, I used to eat a lot of ramen noodles because it was fast and easy and it was tasty and it filled you up and it was, it was good. It was good. Ghost of Starman, yeah, LMAO. Yeah, ramen's super cheap. Yeah, it is super cheap. You ever see those videos where people are using it to fix things? Guy uses ramen noodles to fix the drywall on his wall. Anyway, Brother Otis, ramen boobies. Boobies. That's just fun to say. And they're fun. Alrighty, people, I'm getting the hell out of here before I say something that gets me in trouble. Gets me demonetized again. No, I haven't been demonetized. Or wait. No, I haven't. Ghost Starman, if I write off the damage deposit for the accommodation, I'll fix it with some noodles. Yeah, so you just use some ramen noodles and fix the wall. There's videos on it. I'm serious. You've probably seen them. But anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here now, folks. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday or whatever day it is. If you're watching this after the fact, get some work done, get some painting done. Maybe, get some assembly going. Go play a game. Maybe watch a movie. Read a book. Hug a loved one. Maintain social distance, of course. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And if you got to go outside, wear a mask. Stay safe, people. Take care of those brushes. They'll take care of you, and I will see you guys later. Well, you'll see me, but I won't see you. Well, I'll probably see you. Oh, I see you. I'm watching you while you sleep. While you sleep.